Hello, everybody. I am Amir, the studio director for Supergiant Games, and I am here with...
I'm Greg Kasavin. I'm creative director at Supergiant Games. How's it going?
Yes, we're here to walk you through the Hades 2 technical test. For those of you who may not have heard, we are shortly about to start our Hades 2 technical test on Steam to make sure the game is free of any major issues in advance of our early access launch. Greg, you want to talk about the technical test a bit?
Yeah, for sure. So you can sign up if you want to participate in the test. It's very easy to sign up. Just click the Request Access button on the Hades 2 Steam page. The nature of this test is such that not everyone who requests access may get in. That's really the purpose of this stream. We want everyone who really wants to see this game before early access to have the opportunity to do so. So even if you can't play in the test, you'll be able to see us play in the test. At least, hopefully, it's some substitute. Our early access should be coming relatively soon after the test is complete. We have more information on all aspects of the test on our Steam page, on our website, and stuff like that. If you want to get into it, a little bit more about ourselves and Supergiant. Amir and I have been working together not just for the nearly 15 years that Supergiant Games has been in existence, but since 2007 on various video games. So all of our games at Supergiant since the Bastion days. Our team has grown over time. We're around 25 people now and supported by many other contributors. We are based here in San Francisco, California, though have folks all around the world who've been working together for more than 3 years on this here video game that you're about to see. And Amir and I are just two of the folks working on it. Shall we advance to the main menu? Oh yeah, I guess one last thing. If you know you're going to play this game in early access, or maybe this goes without saying, but perhaps don't watch what you're about to see, because we're going to be playing the game for real. It's stuff that you would get to experience, if not during the test, then in early access itself. So this will obviously contain spoilers. We're not going to get into anything about the game outside of the scope of the technical test, which contains just kind of the first major area of the game. But maybe without further ado, we can show the main menu at least.
All right. Here we go. This is your, I guess, first look at the Hades 2 main menu.
Featuring plenty of new music from Darren Korb. We have about as much new music in the game already as the entire, in terms of running time, as the original game had in its entirety. A bit about Hades 2. So if you're watching this, we are going to take a wild guess that you may be familiar with the original game. So we're not going to spend a ton of time like recapping that game, and may kind of compare and contrast where it makes sense. But Hades 2, it's a roguelike dungeon crawler like the original game. As you play through every run, every playthrough is going to be different in various ways, and the story is going to unfold. You'll make progress. So we'll show all that in a second. This is our first ever sequel. We've been building up toward the possibility of doing something like that for many years, and Hades was definitely the right time for us to try it. We've thought a lot about what makes for a compelling sequel and tried to deliver that here. You'll be the judge of whether we did that or not. And we're particularly very interested in the connections between Greek myth and witchcraft, which is central to Greek myth in many ways, central to the underworld in which Hades takes place. And you'll see plenty of that as we jump in here.
So the technical test contains just a subset of what will be available in the early access, and it just contains the first major area of the game, and we're gonna start straight from the top. So we're gonna go right from the beginning. Anything else before we get started?
I don't think so. The last couple of things. Amir is not going to play to his fullest.
No, yes, I'm holding back.
Greatest ability, because as you may know, the nature of this game kind of unfolds as he's not just going to crush everything before him automatically, because that wouldn't necessarily show you as much of what the game is all about. And we're going to kind of be quiet for some of the, as characters talk and stuff like that. We'll just kind of quiet down and let the game do the talking for us.
So yeah, you're about to see me and Greg play through a portion of the Hades 2 technical test, which will begin shortly on Steam. And once the technical test is fully complete, Hades 2 will launch into early access after that. So let's clear some space for ourselves, huh?
Yes, we have played this before.
Yeah, we've run through this a few times.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Death to Kronos.
All right.
Yes. So
Vengeance for my family.
Hades 2 features an all-new protagonist. This is Melinoe, the princess of the underworld. Hades 2 is a direct sequel to the original game, but requires just like the original game, requires no prior knowledge of anything, no prior knowledge of Greek myth. All that stuff, if you know everything about Hades and Greek myth, hopefully you'll find lots of delightful references, but you don't need to know any of that. If you're familiar with past Supergiant games, you know that we like to kind of throw you in at the deep end and give you plenty of time to figure things out as you go. So Melinoe here is in Erebus, which is a place where the souls of the dead await their eternal sentencing. But Kronos, the Titan of Time, has kind of shaken things up, and she is after him for reasons we shall discover. You'll see, we'll talk a lot more about Melinoe's abilities here, but she is a witch, a sorceress, an assassin. She has a pretty different play style than Zagreus before her as a result of that. She's plenty adept with her staff there called Diskira, but she can also wield magic. So that's one of her powerful magical abilities there. Oh, but let's see who this is here.
Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
So Apollo, god of light, he is one of those big names from Greek myth. He didn't appear at all in the previous game, so we're excited to have him be a part of things here. In addition to some new Olympians, we have a whole bunch of new boons and new ways to use them.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is some of the new types of boons you can get. This first thing, Nova Strike, will empower our attacks. And it says attacks plural because it'll affect both your base attack and your Omega attack. Your Omega moves are powerful, magic-imbued moves. And the way you do them is by pressing and holding the command. And that lets you charge it up with magic and do something a little bit more powerful. We also have a sprint in Hades 2. Melinoe plays different than Zagreus. And part of that is the way she gets around every single location. And finally, every Olympian offers their own way to regenerate magic. So you can have kind of a different setup and play style throughout multiple attempts. I'm going to go ahead and go with Nova Strike here.
They need my aid. I'll see if I need theirs.
So I can see my base attacks are that way, and now my Omega attack is even bigger and shinier. What's this?
Molly.
Some moly.
Can we check it out?
Yeah, we can check. We will discover a variety of resources. Since Melinoe is a witch, she will be looking for a variety of things that can aid in her craft as she navigates these different environments. So this moly here, I'm sure will come into play. So you'll be checking your inventory for various hints on how to find these things and what have you.
We also have a new feature here for Hades.
Yeah, you've got a little dialogue log. If in case you miss a line here or there, you can always look it up. It's something that folks were interested in the previous game. Let's move on. This is a new, so
You'll regret this.
This location indicated some sort of resource that we haven't seen before. These are some nasty customers. These are called whalers.
Hold still.
And Amir was able to use Malinois's cast to stop them there. Malinois's cast is very different from Zagreus's cast. As you see, it's this big kind of binding circle that locks foes in place and lets her kind of control the flow of combat and take advantage of her often superior range, as an example. Otherwise, these whalers can be really, really nasty to deal with. But Malinois has plenty of other tools for contending with them. She's got we could sprint out of the way. We can outrun them. We could just try to pelt them down from long range and that sort of thing. There's even we're out of magic, so you'll see in the lower left corner, Amir is out of magic currently, 0 out of 50. Otherwise, we could use a powerful Omega cast to blow all these guys up, not just root them in place, but kind of deal a great deal of damage.
That was rough.
Yeah. Well, let's get our well-earned reward. We could see what that is. So these are ashes.
Here. Need to press on.
We
soon enough.
Yes, you will.
For those of you who might just be tuning in, I'm Amir and this is Greg. We're playing the Hades 2 technical test. It's something you can sign up for on Steam. Whoops, I picked a different door than I intended to, but that's okay. Oh gosh, an elite.
I can mention you're gonna have trouble contending this one and talking at the same time.
Yeah, why don't you finish that
thought?
thought?
The Hades 2, we started taking signups for the Hades 2 technical test just yesterday. We haven't yet started sending out keys, but we will start to do so relatively soon. And if you don't get a key right away, it doesn't mean you'll never get one. We're gonna start. We're gonna be giving them out kind of in phases. Oh no.
Oh!
More on that later. Well, game over. Start the whole game over, right? Because no, but this is Hades, so things go on.
Oh. Back already. Damn it.
We won't talk much here, just let you sort of discover this the same way you might if you were playing.
See what I get for staying out all night, Funos. This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Ah.
Surprise.
Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak!
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
Which worked for me in context. And a solid haunting all in all, Dora. But I'd better run. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
So that's Dora, our ghostly
Stand
roommate.
tall and show no weakness.
And welcome to the Crossroads. This is a
flowed
well-hidden
back there.
location between the surface and the underworld, though on the underworld side. And this is Malinois's home, as well as her home base in between her attempts to rid the world
Come here.
of the Titan of Time. And it is lorded over by a very key character here.
Time forced our hand, Malinois. Nary a soul expected you to slay our enemy last night on a new moon, no less. But you accomplished something of great import.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started. What is it I accomplished?
You're here to speak of it. Recovered in body, if not in spirit. You've not failed, merely begun. Thus may you learn, grow stronger, and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Give her a salute.
Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Malinois.
Okay. So that's Hecate. We'll be seeing plenty of her. Hecate is a let's just have a look around.
Crossroads. Kasavin, hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Together we'll retake my father's realm.
Shades hanging around.
Hail, Shades. Our fight is just getting started.
Tough times. Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here. It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
Your skepticism is duly noted.
Nemesis there is one of the daughters of Nyx, one of the many children of Nyx, and a new character in Hades 2. So is this gentleman here, whose name you may recognize.
Tell me you killed the bastard. Drove your staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he died from that. Works on mortals, though.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I
So
reckon.
Odysseus there, the great tactician and the man of many ways, a very resourceful and crafty fighter during his mortal days, is aiding us. But I suppose this character can be seen to be aiding us in a certain way as well. A very loose definition of aiding. Yeah. Hypnos
I'll find a way
is
to wake you, O sleep. I promise.
providing some motivation, let's say. Yeah, so that's an initial look at the crossroads. Let's move on here and see what else we've got.
My altar.
So welcome to the Altar of Ashes.
Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
This is an all-new system in Hades 2 for how Millenoi can grow stronger in a variety of ways from one night to the next. We picked up some ashes earlier on, and we can use those to reveal the first of these cards.
So this is the sorceress, and basically when you channel those Omega moves, it'll slow down time, and we can practice that a bit after we take it.
The sorceress.
And then when you unlock a card, it reveals adjacent cards with their own unique benefits and stuff like that. So it looks like we have a little bit more. We could look at the other. So this one, one option, the Wayward Sun, restores some of our life each time we leave a location, and restores even more if we're running low. And then we could go a more offensive route. This, when we grab enemies in our casts in that binding circle, we deal more damage to them with the Furies card here. So what are you feeling?
I think we should go offense.
Yeah.
And every time you
Furies.
unlock a card, it reveals the adjacent cards. In the technical test that we'll be running soon, only 9 cards are available. In the early access that will begin after our technical test is complete. By the way, how long is our technical test going to be? It might be worth telling people so we can set appropriate expectations.
Yes, we do not know. We it should be our estimate is longer than a week, less than a month, but that is a guess.
That'll do.
It really the nature of it is such that we don't know how long it will take us to find all the kind of issues we definitely want to solve before we go into early access. But our goal is to complete the technical test as expeditiously as we can so that we can launch in early access and make sure, at that point that anyone who's interested in the game can jump in.
The arms of night are now at my disposal.
Another new system.
Or shall be.
This
soon
is the
enough.
silver pool in which a variety of weapons and perhaps other things can become available. Again, due to the nature of the
Much more
technical
than just the
test,
staff bathing in there.
there isn't too much. Oh,
Attention! Allay your fears. She has returned.
so this, those of you very familiar with Greek mythology will undoubtedly recognize the following character, who is all new to Hades 2.
But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come. The only question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
Commander
So
Skelemius
the
said-
training master, Commander Skelemius, inviting us to explore all of our different abilities.
Yeah, so this is a good place to maybe show off some of the different moves and Omega moves on just the first weapon here, Discura. So you can do this attack combo.
Disciples, watch
If
and
you
learn.
hold down the attack button, you get this big, high magic cost, high damage kind of line attack that you can line up. From range, you can kind of plink down and finish foes. This is a pretty good move, especially because it can stagger. But if you press and hold it, you get this more explosive attack. You can also see the sorceress in action, though it's a bit hard to see on Skelly, who is Skellimaeus. Sorry,
Skelly. What?
who is rather stationary. You have the cast to bind foes, and then you also have the Omega cast. Oh, out of magic. Good time to go refill it here.
Your magic back.
Conveniently placed.
And then that will also do a lot of damage. Now, we haven't really finished what Skellimaeus has asked of us. We can also sprint. And might as well give him 20.
All right, that's enough. Unless you want to keep going.
You might as well
Go.
Yeah, might as
Keep
well
going.
give him what he wants. Yes.
All right, we'll incinerate him like this.
I shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
Huh?
He's gone forever.
You see?
Yes. So with all the different weapons and such that you will be able to use, you can always give them a shot on the good commander. Here is a look at
Death
where
to
we are.
Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium, and too risky to stay. All right, it's time.
So if you imagine the underworld and the surface, there must be some line between where one begins and where one ends and the other begins, and the crossroads and Erebus are kind of right there on that edge. That's where we are right now. But we are pretty much prepared. We're a little bit stronger now, right? We could deal some more damage. We can slow things a bit to our advantage. So we're ready to get out there and give it another go. Oh, but
These blasted wards.
She's messing with that thing.
that's another way out. But more on that, I guess,
Find
some
the
other
Titan.
time.
Slay the Titan. The Sigil of Frost.
Let's see who this is. You probably know.
Headmistress told me so much about you, and now at last we meet. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is what it takes to get her back. You'll help me, won't you, granddaughter?
We're really excited to have the returning Olympians because their whole situation is so different now. Their relationship with Melinoi is totally different. They're meeting her for the first time here in most cases. So Demeter here, you could see she is kind of ready to throw down. Olympus has been having some trouble at the hands of Kronos, but now they have some help. And in addition to her new look, she has all new boons, an all new curse in freeze.
Yeah, so part of the opportunity with Hades 2 is to take some of the Olympians that appeared in the original game and to kind of update their powers for Melinoi's moveset. And so here, that's the design perspective, designer talking. But here we have we have Ice Strike, which freezes foes. You can also apply that same freeze to your special if you're interested in doing that with Deskira at range, or a really, really, really strong magic restoration boon, but it requires you to stand still. I think I'm actually going to go with the Ice Flourish.
Yeah.
Try some range, and it'll allow me to add a little bit more control to the battlefield.
Sounds good. The Tranquil Gain is really tempting, but we need some stuff to want to use it with first. Maybe we'll get Demeter another time and have another shot at that one. Oh! Ooh, that was a big Omega cast there. You saw how it just blew everybody up.
So this freeze is extremely powerful because the foes are stopped in their tracks, but it can only be applied every once in a while. You can see that there's a little UI element that tells you when it's expired.
Within mist-shrouded labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
They'll be judged soon enough.
Looks like some resources there.
I lack the tools for this.
Well, we shall come back to that then. Let's see if we could put that. Yeah, you could try the Omega special. That'll
Catch both of them, maybe?
Yeah, in addition to the freeze.
Someone got right in.
Yeah. Well, it's already helping you, right? Because the big guy there is called a wastrel, and he can really kind of put the hurt on you if you're not careful.
So you saw the sorcerers that work too, the Arcana I unlocked. For those of you familiar with our previous games, it kind of adds a little dash of transistor into some of the combat if you use that Arcana card. It lets you slow down the battlefield and kind of take it at your own terms, especially when things get really, really fast and hectic.
There's a familiar sight. Palm of Power. Let us strengthen our... I guess we won't have too many choices with the Palm of Power just yet, but that's the way of it. This is... we're playing this game live. The technical test is about finding bugs and issues. If we run into bugs and issues, it's the technical test working as intended in a certain way. But we shall see. When we launch this game in early access, it'll really, even though we've been working on it for more than 3 years now, it's early access. We look at as kind of just the beginning. We have plenty left to do. Okay. Well,
These still grow in the underworld.
making our freeze infused. Oh, we gotta go Apollo, right?
Let's go.
See what else he has to say. So now, our special is even more powerful now, giving Amir more incentive to make ample use of it.
Yeah, what I like about the freeze on the special too is you can just kind of send out a sort of zero magic bolt just to get the quick freeze on a foe.
Yeah.
Or you can, make bigger use of it by.
Yeah, it's very kind of low commitment, right? You could ping down kind of a bunch of guys, freeze a bunch of your foes, and then figure out how to deal with them.
I've been sprinting around kind of naturally, but it's something you may notice. You just, similar to the Omega moves, where holding it down lets you charge up the move. You just hold down the dash command, and you end up
sprinting.
Yep.
And the sprint can get even faster and more powerful in a variety of ways. There's Apollo.
Oh, she's up to something, but not even Athena knows what. His assaults on Olympus always fail, even if they've kept us occupied. What's his next move?
What do we got this time? Ooh,
Oh, hey. All right, so this is showing off some of the other boons that are available. I can take this solar ring, which will make my Omega casts quite a bit better, but I'll have some competition then for my Omega special, which has Demeter on it. I can make my attack have a chance to double strike, which can be really good in certain builds. And then also this actually quite powerful boon that will that will trigger if I take damage. The reason it's so powerful is because of Apollo's specific status curse, which is to afflict foes with blind, where they have a chance to deal no damage. However, I think I'm going to go with the solar ring because it's flashy and it's big.
Yeah,
and
and we also don't have we also have 13 health.
Yes,
so
yeah, that's
13 life. So we won't get to make too much use of the revenge ability. Yeah, this will be let's see if we make it through this one, it'll be another resource that we're getting for the first time. That's pretty key in Hades too.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to.
You gotta try the
Omega.
solar ring.
Here we go. Can I catch
him?
In?
Here we
go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's actually.
They were gone before it could even. It could even do its full thing. So yeah, solar ring is very. That's a great way, if you're up against a boss or something like that, any high health types of foes, it can really put the hurt on them.
A gift.
What do we get now? So we can always check our inventory for more information on what we just found.
Yeah.
And this is Psyche. Psyche, well, it's related to the Altar of Ashes, so more on that in a little while. But yeah, Ashes and Psyche are quite useful resources early on because they relate to the altar, which relates to how powerful you can become, even just starting out. Now we're faced with we gotta go after the new Olympians.
You want to go after the new Olympian?
Yeah, I think folks would want to see We may not survive. Is the only thing.
I'm okay. Let's.
And we only have 62. We only have 62 gold.
I
so
see. Yeah. So
the other one won't. But this is.
God.
We're being greedy here. We'll try it. See how this goes.
An experienced Hades players may be familiar with. Oh gosh.
This is. This here is a root stalker. This is one of the worst things you can run into in Erebus.
But it makes good use of the sprint as long as you don't get trapped by the roots. And why am I running around in circles? Because I'm trying to land the freeze. So, I missed the tail. And so I can, get the Apollo cast
Yeah,
out.
eat that.
Yeah.
Just about 10 more of those and you'll be all set.
All right, hold on. I can get another one out. Run! Come on. Oh my gosh, the tail went under while I'm going to run into it. So this is probably not the greatest situation I found myself in. In terms of like, the freeze is very good, but I keep missing the tail.
Return to Shadow now.
Oh.
Well, that's a root stalker. Yeah, root stalker is a big problem. But we wanted to find the Olympian and
Get that root stalker.
yeah, we'll get that root stalker. All right, we're back to the crossroads. Lick our wounds and figure out what's next. And confide to Freeness
I've
here.
faced root stalkers before. It's like I drew blank out there.
Yeah.
We all know the feeling. Who among us hasn't, drawn a blank facing a root stalker? So, brewed before the painting.
This memory of all you lost. It stokes your want for vengeance even now.
Looks like Dora may be
Hey there, Dora.
absent. As with Hades, this is a highly dynamic game. Story events, all sorts of different things will be affected by how the progress you make, how you proceed,
Cauldron's ready for me now.
that sort of thing. Let's talk to Hecate and then we could check out the cauldron.
At least our cauldron's finally purified, praise the fates. Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that they would listen even now.
If there's any chance the three fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall find them. Fate's willing.
Yes, headmistress.
Salute. We must
Moonlight
salute.
guide us.
All of us.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look here.
Last night I dreamt of this.
The cauldron is a really key system in this game, through which we can cast a variety of powerful, often world-changing incantations that it can aid us in a variety of ways. Looks like we've got a couple that we are not prepared for yet, and one that we are prepared for. So this first one, Fated Intervention, we're going to go straight for it and try to invoke the three fates to aid us, because the three fates once were responsible for bringing Kronos down. He was prophesized to be overthrown by his own children, including Zeus, but it didn't quite work out for him. We can bring back our old friend, the Wretched Broker. We're not quite ready for that yet. And finally, we have Knight's Craftwork to reveal gathering tools within the Silver Pool. And that, it's the only one we've got right now. Let's give it a shot.
Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Hecate is voiced by the great Amelia Tyler, whose voice you may have heard in such games as Baldur's Gate 3. She is the excellent narrator of that game. Melinoi is voiced by Judy Alice Lee. They've all been absolutely awesome to work with. We can't wait for you to meet the rest of the cast, the whole
You are
crew.
welcome here and you are safe.
Becca
We're getting
Cuco.
nowhere.
That's
I should
Nemesis.
be out there fighting, not standing watch over a place nobody comes to uninvited. Damn it.
I think the circumstances justify heightened security around here. But if you don't, go take it up with the headmistress, not me.
Nemesis relegated to guard duty. You see, by the way, a fun detail is she is bearing Stygius, the blade of the underworld, whose aspect you could use the aspect of Nemesis in the previous game, and she's got it back in her hands.
Inquiry for you, Odd. When was the last reported sighting of a root stalker out in the woods?
See, that's the sort of inquiry I'd expect from somebody who sighted a root stalker out in the woods very, very recently. So there's still something rotten in Erebus, then?
Unfortunately, yes. Death to Kronos, sir.
He'll get his.
Check on maybe Hypnos. Surely Hypnos is woken up. Apparently not. Hypnos blissfully asleep.
May you have pleasant dreams.
Yeah, we shall see. I think. Yeah, we're ready to move on. Let's see if we could.
Before we go to the altar, for those of you who just might be tuning in, I'm Amir. This is Greg. We're two members of Supergiant Games, and we are streaming the Hades 2 technical test. This is a small portion of the game that we're using to make sure the game launches into early access with as few technical problems as possible. We'll be running the technical test for an unknown duration, but once it's complete, shortly after that, we'll launch into early access. So this is our second trip to the Altar of Ashes.
The Altar of Ashes.
And we did pick up some more ash, did we not?
So we did not. We picked up more Psyche, which we will need later.
Yes. Okay.
But there's a lot of stuff that would help me live longer against a root stalker. I just can't get any of it.
Well, there should be something new that we could get at least due to Knight's craftwork, and that will be in the silver pool here.
There's something new here.
So let's.
Oh, cool.
So we have the Knight's craftwork reveals various gathering tools. As a witch, Melinoi is always looking for the bounties of the earth with which she can complete her various incantations, and these are some of the means by which we can collect those resources. The crescent pick looks like that's the only one we could get. Let's go for it.
Reveal to me the bounties of the earth.
Okay.
A trusty tool indeed.
So that's
there she is again.
Hey.
the great commander. We can have a word with him once again.
Do we start by saluting? I think.
Sure. Why not?
Death to Kronos, Commander.
Yeah, kill him.
All right.
The shadowy denizen of the underworld comes with certain perks, young one. Take, for instance, how when you dash, nothing can touch you.
Subtle hint.
We are the unseen, at one with the darkness and the dead. I can evade anything, yes, but only for a moment. And even then, I can't prevail by dodging all night long.
Yeah, I'd do it all the time if I was you. See the little trail when you dash? Once it snaps back, you're good to go again.
All right. Always with the gift for subtlety.
Yeah, so this is a subtle thing. We tried to make clear in some of the visual design when Melinoi is invulnerable while dashing. And also, if you're wondering when can you dash again, as soon as that little trail goes back into you, you're ready to go. Should we look up? Oh, no, wait.
The Crossroads training grounds are watched over by fearless seafarer Skelemius, famed in death as he was famed in life.
We cannot fail with such a genius on our side.
Nope.
Yep. So, yeah, we could take another look here. Melinoi will often have new things to say.
I'll get through all that gloom somehow.
New thoughts as she prepares for her next night. Yeah, so this is the Crossroads, deep within Erebus, right at the border between the surface and the underworld. So Melinoi's task is to head down into the underworld where Kronos resides and to try to take him out. She's been training all her life just for this moment.
Why don't we? Surely we'll succeed.
Yes, surely this time. Surely this time.
We'll make it happen.
Trident sigil.
Ooh. We got a couple things to do here. First of all,
there's some raw silver I can use.
Let's collect, huh?
Okay, we'll take that as a loan from the earth, and with the silver can be used to reveal more of the nocturnal arms from the silver pool. So that will be handy when we make our inevitable trip back. Here's a familiar face for those of you.
You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Then help him. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Long-lost niece, you live! We thought you met the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Oh. Well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?
So Lord Uncle Poseidon is, of course, returns, ready for war, ready to throw down. Let's see what kind of boons he has to offer. All right, he's his boons are really really excited for his.
Yeah, so we got the wave strike here to empower our attacks, similar to other boons we've seen, but it works a little bit differently, and I'm actually probably going to grab that one just to talk about some of the others. Poseidon also has a boon that affects your Omega cast like Apollo, but this one lets it detonate right away. So if you want a more explosive, close-in play style, the Geyser Ring will give that for you. And then this shows off some of the magic regeneration differences. While Apollo had a boon that allowed us to regenerate magic while we're inside our cast, and Demeter when we're standing completely still, this one allows you to go on offense and strike foes with your weapon and occasionally pick up some of the magic drops. But we got to go with Wave Strike.
Yeah.
We got to go with Wave Strike for a couple reasons. The first is, this shows you a way in which Poseidon's boons have evolved. And so you basically, when you make contact with a foe with the empowered move, that foe stays in place. Whoops. I'm talking and playing, which makes it so I take a lot more damage. But the wave comes out and hits the foes behind them. So it allows you to kind of use melee weapons with Poseidon boons a little bit more easily because you can hold a single target in place and knock the ones behind them back.
Yeah, the splashes.
The near endless
sorry.
pathways and suffocating Erebus lead to dead ends, and very scarce are those who can navigate them.
Took only my entire life to figure out.
Yeah, the splashes knock other foes away, while the main foe takes the damage from the splash as well. You see how those whalers are being separated from each other.
Stay where you are.
Yeah, so Malinui is really big on controlling these fights, kind of thinning the herd, making sure she can contend with these foes that are surrounding her on her own terms. There's some more ashes. That's going to really help when we get back.
Wait, what are we at actually with ashes? Okay, we need a little bit more if we can find some.
Yeah, I think we had 7.
Yeah, we need 7.
There's some ways to keep track of that later.
Yeah.
That was a regular cast. That wasn't the Omega, so they're still up.
I should be casting on foes more because we have the Arcana card too. That lets you do more damage to foes inside your cast.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is going to go straight on to the Wave Strike. No problem.
Sure.
More ashes.
Yeah, more ashes. We definitely need them. We saw that there were a bunch of Arcana cards that we can't get just yet.
Elites. Okay, so this is a good moment for an Omega cast. When you have a big chunk, now all their armor's gone. Now I can go ahead and do this.
Yeah,
elite foes in Hades 2, just like the original game, cannot be staggered while their armor is up. So it makes using regular attacks and stuff on them a little bit more challenging. But I'm doing way better than last time if I hadn't sacrificed so much health to the explanation.
It's we could go for the new reward up there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Find out what that is if we make it. But the Wave Strike is helping you a lot.
Yeah, it's quite useful in the small chambers here in Erebus. Whoa. I should have waited a bit till more foes spawned in, probably. But anyway, that's just a tip for future me.
All right, got him. Okay.
Soul tonic.
Soul tonic, raising our total amount of magic.
Focus.
More magic means more destructive power. We got to go for it again,
okay,
right?
Let's try it again.
See if we can meet.
I apologize in advance if we don't get to meet this person, but I'm gonna. Should I play my best? Oh.
maybe halfway. Yeah, maybe
halfway?
go for it. You're
All
at
right.
14 health. It's not.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
go
mean-
without saying that you could make this happen.
All right, let's see. I'm going to get the tail though. Oh! I'm a few
There you
cards
go.
away from this being significantly less of a pain.
Certainly as you unlock more Arcana cards and so on, you become more powerful. You're able to get farther than you could before. Though much like with the original game, it's designed in such a way that you could theoretically overcome any opponent right from the start.
I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
All right. Well, let's claim our reward and find out who this is.
All right. So I turned up the jets a bit there, but I'll go back. It's hard sometimes.
Doubtless this one knows hatred, not just love. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even without my aid. Oh, your brother would be so proud, knowing you're fighting for your kin.
Aphrodite, goddess of love, returns with spear in hand this time. Little known fact that she fought in the Trojan War herself. She is no stranger to throwing down when necessary, and the time has come for her to unleash some of her greater powers. So all new boons here once again.
Yeah. So this Rapture Ring basically allows you just on your base cast or your Omega cast to inflict weak on foes, and it also pulls them together, which is actually quite useful with a weapon like this, like Discura, the staff, where you can clump the foes and then blow them up. This is her magic gain boon. It allows you to basically always inflict foe on somebody, and you just gotta stand near them, and you'll start regenerating magic. And finally, a boon for someone playing better than myself. When you have high health, you deal more damage. Right now, my health is not high.
Yes. So that one is not an option.
That's not the right one. So I think, I don't know.
Glamour gain is probably a good idea
Yeah,
here.
especially since we already took the magic, and I think maybe the combination of higher magic plus regeneration, maybe I'll just
I've much to learn from her, I think.
I'll just get good and hopefully everything will be fine.
The ever-restless shades of Erebus find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods?
So a theme running through many of Aphrodite's boons is she kind of provides more power when you're close to your foes, which puts Melinoe in a tricky situation sometimes because so many of her abilities benefit her when she's farther away. So it supports like a totally different type of playstyle in some situations and kind of leads you to, we could see one of the foes is weak there with the hearts swirling around them. So we'll regenerate magic rapidly if we stand next to that one. We haven't talked about these trees throughout Erebus.
Yeah.
The woods, answering Melinoe's call. Melinoe grew up around here. She knows all about these woods, and they, even though these lost souls pose a problem, she could use the environment to her advantage in a variety of ways.
I'm going to use this choke point.
Yep.
Cast at the choke.
You see the magic regenerating if you look in the corner there.
Yep. I was able to get quite a bit back, actually, which allowed me to use my Omega moves way more freely in that fight compared to previous fights.
Yep.
And this, I think, is a critical pickup for us. So a lot of what we were looking for was in that 7 to 10 Ash range, and now I think we're going to be able to unlock some more cards.
We haven't gone the other route, right? We haven't gone.
Should I go here?
Yeah, you don't have too much, but we might as well, right?
There might be something useful.
That breathing.
Ah, hello. Temporary portrait for Charon. He will have a new look.
I'm in your debt, Lord Charon. These provisions surely shall make all the difference in my task. What gold I find is yours.
So gold, not Charon's obols.
So we thought we would get something extremely useful, but because this is a real technical test of the real first part of the game, we got randomly, instead of maybe something that might regenerate some health, we can power up. I mean, that's still something.
Yeah.
So
Clever game's a little stronger now.
Yeah. So I'll regenerate magic even faster.
Hey, some more silver. So that's handy.
That is good. So not a lost night out in Erebus.
Keep going for ashes.
Yeah, we have kind of a lot.
We can get more psyche just in case.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. Only because I'm using developer foresight. And no, we'll be later. Yes, the gift of
having played this game.
Yeah, we've been playing it for now many years, right, Greg? We've been working on this for a while.
Yeah, since it's been fun working on a game where your enemy is literally time, and this time can work in funny ways sometimes. So yeah, we've been working on this game in earnest for more than 3 years now. Finally getting ready to launch in early access, which to us is we see as kind of it's just the beginning in a lot of ways. We have plenty of game now, but plenty left to make as well.
I am at an extremely low value of health.
Yes.
And so I think we will likely be
that's our best our last best hope to recover if we can make it.
I got rushed. I love these little
spindles.
Yeah, spindles.
Just doing their thing, spinning around.
A foe who does what it wants.
Now you're
This is I would say this is not the greatest situation, but using the sources I can line up a few shots.
Oh wow! The spindles got you.
I didn't see him. He's just spinning.
Yeah,
he's just spinning.
Time cannot be stopped.
Reynos, you there?
All right. Well,
for those of you just tuning in, I am Amir, and this is Greg, and we are two developers at Supergiant Games. We are streaming the Hades 2 technical test, which a subset of players who sign up for it on Steam will be able to play. This is all about ensuring the technical stability of the game in advance of our early access launch. When the technical test completes, we'll launch into early access soon after, and everyone who wants to will be able to get the game and play.
And for now, since not everyone can necessarily participate, we did want to go ahead and stream it so you can see what it's all about. Of course, if you know you want to play the early access when it comes out, avert your eyes, experience the game fresh for yourself without us spoiling the heck out of it here. But we're only going to talk about the portions that are in the technical test, which is just the first major area of the game, kind of the beginning of the story, the early characters you meet. There's plenty more that will be in the early access that is not in this version.
Should we check in with Freenos?
Yes, why not?
You know what they say, Freenos. Failure is the greatest instructor of all.
All right. Well, she's taking that loss pretty well.
Who dares?
Perhaps brood once more.
They were all so happy together, weren't they? And oblivious to the Titan's threat.
All right. A little way to make ready. Let's see what...
A scourge upon your bloodline for resummoning me, witch!
Hey, everything okay there, Mel?
Oh, yes, Dora. It's just... I should have gone farther that time. I'll give more notes on your haunting later, all right?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Salute?
Yeah.
It's an optional command, but sometimes you just got to do it.
Hail, Spirit.
You invoke me?
So then they have their little fun. Let's see who else is around.
Anyone?
Oh, Hecate is missing.
Headmistress is away.
All right. It happens.
check out the
She's
cauldron?
got things to do. Yeah, let's see what's in the cauldron.
I've had these in my head for long enough.
Oh, cool.
So we're ready for, we have enough for fated intervention. Surely the 3 fates shall appear and solve all our problems. Reagent sensing is quite useful as well.
Which one do you think we should get?
We can get both, can we not?
Yeah,
we need,
so we have only 2 moly, so...
We got to go for the fated intervention, right? Reagent sensing can wait.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm ready. O daughters of night, who can see all tomorrows, please help me avenge both our families' sorrows. Nothing. They didn't listen.
Okay, well, that was a...
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, surely that, yeah. Well, so much for that. Maybe we should have gone for the other one, but we'll
Vengeance
see.
for my father.
The fates work in mysterious ways, who
What
knows?
is it? They're not going to help you, you know. The fates, I mean. They don't take pity on whoever asks. If anything, you'll make things even worse.
Maybe you just don't give your sisters enough credit. If they once aided my brother, then there has to be a chance they'll aid us. They have a stake in this too.
What, you mean their family? They couldn't care less. Too busy messing with everybody's lives, making it look like an accident.
You mustn't speak of them that way.
Well, that's the fates for you. So, yeah, the children of Nyx, you know, they don't all get along.
Greetings.
They're a big family.
We've multiple reports the armies of Kronos are massing on the surface up there, and not yet caught wind of your efforts. At least you aren't contending with them, eh?
My route through the underworld is fraught in its own right, but yes, it's comforting to know that army of traitors remains ignorant of me.
There's not a downward route that's more discreet. Those thorny chaps in the woods, they've no love for Kronos either, at least.
I'll get past them.
Okay. Check on... Still fast asleep. Still fast asleep. Salute Hypnos, because why
Rest easy, son of Nyx.
We've done it. We've
Yeah,
done our
all
solemn
right.
duty.
Well, okay, so now things, this should give us a pretty big boost.
Yeah, so things are going to look up for us now because what I'm struggling with is survivability, and we have no fewer than 3 cards that will help with that right now. I can get regeneration for some of the sort of chip damage I'm taking from waste rolls and other things in between locations, and especially when I'm lower, it's doubly effective. This is very useful, more health, more starting health, and more starting magic, and then finally faster sprint. I'm going to go with the Titan.
Got to go the Titan, right?
I love the regen. Wait, can I get both?
The Titan.
Very good.
Let's see what else. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
so
there's a juicy one.
Yeah, so we'll look at what I just
with
unlocked because these we're playing the technical test. The technical test only has the first 9 Arcana cards that are available in the early access. Okay, but we're starting to get a sense of what else we can have here. So this one empowers your attack and special when you have less than 100% mana. So as long as you spend a little, your base attack and special will get better. Not your Omega moves though. This will give you native magic regeneration, which is quite useful, especially if you were trying to save a slot where you might want something else from an Olympian. And then a classic from the original game returns in its own sort of Millenoi specific version, which when you fall to 0 health, you regenerate it and you regenerate mana at the same time.
Death Defiance runs in the blood, so a good family trait. Yeah, and then the faster sprint can actually be extremely useful as well when you're trying to get away from those whalers and whatnot. And looks like we have something new here as well.
Silver pool.
Oh, we got to do
Here we go. Yeah. So the in the technical test we have just these 2 nocturnal arms weapons available. So let's find this other one. Grab it.
Join with me. Lim and Oros, sister blades. We're fellow sisters now.
Okay.
The fitting armament.
All right, Skelly is chiming in.
Now watch and learn.
Yeah.
Don't know who Skelly is.
Sorry,
but
Skellimaeus. I'm so sorry.
The craft you seek to master takes its toll. But not for long. Your magic power's gonna come right back by the time you get to the next place you're going. So use it. No point bottling it up.
Yeah, so magic fully recovers with each new location. Yeah, there's no reason to hold on to it like
getting stung by bees.
Getting stung by bees. Yeah, no reason to conserve your magic.
So this is Liminoros, the sister blade. So the base combo is a little bit longer. So you have these rapid fire attacks, and if you wait for the full payoff, it's a pretty high damage finisher. The special, the base special throws a single dagger. Now, what's really cool about this is obviously you want to get quite close to foes, and so you can use the Omega attack, basically, to blink in, and that basically allows you to get into position on a foe. It takes some magic to use, like all the other Omega moves. And then the Omega special allows you to do a fan of knives, so you can fan them out, and obviously you can start to combine these moves in sort of natural, hopefully interesting ways. Like I can Omega attack right into Skelly, and now I can do a shotgun blast of blades, thrown blades right at him.
Yeah, so this is a very
Magic's back to full.
this is quite an aggressive weapon. If you like to get up close and personal, if you like to kind of weave in and out of battle and be super kind of agile and dexterous, this may be the weapon for you. Our approach to weapons in Hades 2 is, you're not. These are key. These aren't the types of weapons you're kind of discarding, for better stats left and right. These are key weapons. They're almost like characters in their own right, and they each support a different play style. They're each meant to be kind of equally or at least similarly viable in many different situations. And the way that different boons influence them, it opens up a lot of different possibilities for different builds and different play styles. So. It's a design goal of ours over many years now. We just always are interested in finding ways to get players to want to at least try other stuff. You can pick whichever weapon you want, but we hope you'll try them all. Maybe you'll find a new favorite. Here's someone new.
I thought the fire goddess never got involved. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Look at you, hot stuff. Come to help the elderly. Oh, what a good girl you are. And here I was, just about to burn this whole blasted place to the ground myself. Now, here's a little warm-up for ya.
This is Hestia. It's a temporary portrait. There are various aspects of this technical test build that are not complete. The early access version of Hades 2, of course, will also have things that are not all the way there yet, but you could get a sense for what she is like. Let's see what she has to offer. We met Demeter earlier, so she's going to be an interesting counterpart. Yes. So, Hestia in the mythology is the goddess of the hearth, keeps our homes warm and toasty, but she has different ways of using those warm, toasty abilities, such as this curse called Scorch, which just burns foes over time. Yeah, it builds up into a powerful, sort of damage over time ability, and it's really, really, really fun on the sister blades. So I am going to take it using my developer foresight of knowing what is super fun. But we can talk about the other ones too. So in Hestia's case, her sprint allows you to destroy ranged shots nearby and inflict scorch on the foes that fire them. This is actually super useful if you ever get into a very, very thick sort of set of projectiles that you really, really want to burn down. You want to take all those range shots down. You just start sprinting and you can basically eliminate them. And then finally, Hestia has one of the most straightforward magic gain abilities, which is just it automatically passively works, but you have to trade some of your maximum health. So it's really straightforward, really easy to use, but it comes at a price. Yeah, you're kind of going all in on magic. Yep. That one. But yeah, Flame Strike, we've got to go for it.
So burns.
All right,
here we go. So you can see the sister blades are now empowered with flames only on the attacks. The specials are still the same.
Yeah, it's going to take these guys out so quickly that you won't. You'll see the scorch effect more noticeably on kind of tougher foes like wastrels and so
or
on.
if we run into any other elites.
Speak of the devil.
So I can let
there's
him,
Scorch doing his thing.
Exactly. So for some of this stuff, it allows you to basically, especially with a mobile weapon like the Citra Blades, it allows you to kind of move on in fights, which can feel good because you can, especially if you start trying to get ultra aggressive and fast, it lets you weave between foes a little bit easier, knowing they're gonna just scorch down to the end.
There.
All right. Oh, hey.
More silver?
I had the resource.
Yeah. Reagent sensing.
Yeah, reagent sensing.
We'll come back to that. We got another Moli, so we could get that next time. Let's go for Poseidon because we haven't seen him in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see if we get there. Okay.
I'll slay you all.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. So there's the that sorceress Arcana card is still coming in plenty useful, slowing things down a little bit while Amir is charging up his Omega moves. Okay, here's Poseidon.
You notice I weaved in a sort of a dagger throw there. It helps sometimes to stagger foes that might be about to attack you at ranged.
First I heard our last best hope for stopping Kronos was the second-born of Hades and his queen, I said, wait, ooh, so then they had a girl. The Titan must have struck your father's house right after you were born.
Oh,
nice. Okay, well, this makes the decision a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you can, this is the Omega cast one that we've encountered before. Double up, which is actually super fun as well, allows you a chance to sometimes get the same reward again once you pick it up.
Yeah.
We're going to take this because it's epic. And so basically with Wave Flourish, this will allow us to knock foes away. And it's quite good because obviously the Blade's base damage on the special is quite low. So adding 40 to it is going to be really nice just on a basic throw. And of course, I can also do the empowered one and hit more than one foe.
And if you kind of get right up close and do the kind of shotgun tactic,
it
creates a whole
better.
bunch of splashes.
So I can do that. And with the Sorceress, I had plenty of time to kind of execute both the Omega attack, which moved me into position, and then the Omega special to fire off that Wave Flourished empowered special.
The river Cocytus winds through endless misty passageways, the wailing souls within its languid waters, all denied their eternal rest.
Reminds me of home.
The river Cocytus, one of the 5 rivers of the underworld, and not portrayed in the original game, but is connected to Melinoe and her mythology. Much like Zagreus, she is not our invention. She is an obscure character from mythology, believed to be connected to Hades as potentially his daughter. Okay. We've got fire on the attacks. We've got water on the specials. This is pretty powerful. It's shaping up to be something considering we're early in this. The night is still young. Okay, Hestia returns. Let's see what she has to offer.
On my authority.
All right, so we have something that will empower our cast, which would be quite useful because it applies Scorch, and we're kind of doing some Scorchy things. We also have the ability to get Soot Sprint again. To actually, this is very similar to one of the choices we got before, except for with the cast swapped out. I'm actually going to go with the gain.
Okay.
I feel like for where we're at, the magic restoration will help, especially if I want to keep doing that combination of Omega attack and Omega special.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I've reduced my
Your life total. Yeah,
life total. But what's the worst that could happen?
Yes. And you went for the Rootstalker again.
Good.
Okay.
Hold on. But I have my practice. I've done my practice. I'm going to do a lot of Omega moves type stuff, knowing that I can regenerate. So now, just from the start of our first run to now, I'm combination of sorceress, being able to cast to do more damage, Omega attack in, Omega special, get away from the melee attack.
Yeah, he's going down a lot faster.
Yeah.
Sprint out of the way there.
Yeah, I really like the sprint.
You got plenty of magic back now. You were low for a moment there, but
yep, and it's back
all the way full.
And now I can go in.
His armor's down. Yeah, he's toast. Oof, short work. Nice.
That went way better.
Yes.
Way better.
And the loss of life didn't from the Hestia boon. Oh, didn't affect you that much. Let's see.
I actually kind of want to do double up, just because it's so fun when it works. Unless you want to do slippery slope.
Yeah, we could try. Yeah, let's try. I mean, we could try it. Yeah, see if it.
I guess in the scope of a technical test,
but 25% chance.
We're gonna go
pretty
for it.
Decent.
25% of the time. All right, look.
That's like a coin with 4 sides.
It'll be fine. I'm sure I'll get double of something and feel really great.
Yeah, one of Poseidon's classic boon themes is giving you stuff that you don't want that much. No, but he's your boisterous uncle. He's always there to help.
Yeah.
Even though he's met Melinoi for the first time here. He heard, they know something went down in the House of Hades a while ago, but they've been dealing with Kronos up on Olympus. Okay, we got some more ashes. Let's see what's up next.
We're checking on Charon again?
We have a little bit of gold. We're like just short of some things that he could offer.
Yeah, we are. Oh, but hey.
Yeah, more silver is always going to be good. Though maybe not in the scope of the technical test.
Yeah, in the scope of the technical test, maybe not, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm just short.
Get some more psyche, but we could have a chat with Charon at least. It's always informative.
Yes, my lord. I met Apollo, Grandmother, Uncle Poseidon. I've known Artemis and Hermes for so long. I'm impressed they kept my secret from the others all this time.
All right, well, that's a lot of information. So Melinoi is a bit closer with Charon than Zagreus was, it seems. We can still pick up the psyche.
Yeah,
you could maybe save it. Yeah,
I don't know how far I'm going to get here.
Yeah.
More coin?
We haven't picked it yet.
Oh,
okay. Whalers.
2 elite whalers is perfect. So,
yeah, stop them cold with the cast.
And then I can wait till they come in here.
Yeah, they don't turn too quickly, so the Omega attack with the blades gets you right behind them, and then they have to.
Oh, I turned around the last second. There we go. Drop that cast right there, so I can deal with everything on this side.
Nice use of tree there.
Yeah, okay. Your tree usage will improve with many nights of practice.
Golden coins.
All right. Yeah, Kronos has replaced the currency throughout the underworld. That's what those coins are.
I don't remember where I'm at. I think I need more ash.
We need ash.
Yeah,
sure. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of revenge.
Yeah.
For what you did to me, said to the spindle there, because that was the spindle got you last time.
That's right. It's already water under the bridge for me.
Yeah.
I've moved on.
And Melinoi seems like she may hold a grudge against such an ignoble foe defeating her.
Hey.
Okay.
And there's
some moly over there, looks like. More coin. Let's see. Oh, we could. Well, I mean, you're regenerating magic pretty quickly, so maybe the coin is best.
Yeah. Okay.
Yikes.
I should have sprinted. It's one of those
Oh, yeah.
sprinted moments. Here we go. Tree
Yeah,
setup.
this is a juicy one. No,
I
you missed.
I misangled. I still have more
happens,
practice to do. So, using that sorcerer suck kind of to slow the battlefield down, get myself into position.
Yeah, so if you were watching before and you saw the action with Deskira, the staff, the starting weapon, the sister blades here are kind of a much more aggressive kind of assassin-y play style where you're closing in, doing these kind of backstab attacks or pelting
Lord Charon will want this.
pelting foes with the fan of knives and whatnot. Well, now we're actually rolling in coins,
Yeah,
so let's go for the shop again. All new Charon theme. Darren Korb, of course, our composer and audio director. Tons of new music from Darren all throughout this game. We haven't picked up a Daedalus hammer before.
Oh yeah,
we should
I guess
probably,
this is the first time. Yeah.
It means skipping out on Apollo there, but we can't say no to the hammer, right?
Let's do it. Okay, so the Daedalus hammer returns, and it basically has an additional consideration, which is some of these Daedalus hammer properties will affect both your base attack and your Omega attack. And so this one here will make my Omega special easier to use. It'll make it channel faster and use less magic. This will allow me to have a huge final combo. Oh no, this is the strike from behind one. Yeah. And then I'm thinking of a different one. And then finally, hold attack to slice repeatedly, but you can no longer Omega attack. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. This is actually quite good with what I'm using normally, but I'm using the Omega attack to get into position so often I kind of don't want to take that. I am sort of getting behind foes a lot, so I do think this is good.
I like skulking slice here because your Omega attack basically gives you the striking from behind pretty much for free.
Yeah.
And then you can follow up with your base attack. So that's gonna be very powerful. And we could roll for a random power up here. Oh, that's very good. So Flame Strike is stronger than you can, and with the Sister Blades you can apply Flame Strike really quickly with that attack.
All right.
Okay, well, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So,
let's see who awaits.
Headmistress.
There she is. Welcome to the edge of Erebus. Well done, Millenoi.
Thank you, Headmistress Hecate. I could not have reached this point without your guidance.
And in turn, you shall not pass this point without a demonstration of your capability.
My capability? You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy.
All right. Time for the test then.
Okay.
Crossed flames.
Oh! So,
so Headmistress Hecate is going to see just how far Amir and Millenoi here have come. Oh, she's armed with her torches there, has a variety of powerful magical attacks.
I'm going to go back to what worked.
Yeah. So that's, 300 damage a pop. It's super damaging. But you gotta be careful here.
All right. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be... Oh, she's split. So
Hecate, she's the triple goddess. She has, she can... That influences some of her abilities.
Get some tree help.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Sorry for yelling.
Okay.
I thought I was about to do something really cool.
Well, we got it. Oh, what's this?
Princess of the Underworld. I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates. So your sisters heard me after all.
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell. It's been an honor.
Offering received. The fated list. Okay, so that was our first brush with Moros. He must have come after that fated intervention incantation that we cast before.
He's gone.
Okay, so a lot just happened. We faced Hecate for
I
the
just
first...
met Doom Incarnate, Phrynos. I'm not sure I should be excited about that.
Doom Incarnate. Moros is yet another child of Nyx. She had many interesting children, it turns out, which benefits our
The Titan
Hades
has
game.
your family in his thrall, or worse. What has he done with them?
Okay. Well, yeah, so we had our brush with Hecate. We know a little bit of what she's all about in case we run into her again.
Ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
Always a supportive presence. Okay. Well, let's see. We said we received something after we met with with Moros.
Is that?
And there it is.
This is from the Three Fates.
Okay. This may be familiar if you played the original game. This is the fated list of minor prophecies, hand-delivered by the emissary of the Three Fates. Looks like we've already completed one of these. One of these prophecies has already been fulfilled, that we would
Prophecy fulfilled.
reveal the blades Lim and Oros. And then, let's see, there's a prophecy that some evening we shall vanquish the guardian of Erebus, who we have now met, and then one that surmises that we will get all of these knight's craftwork tools. So, interesting.
Rise and shine.
Hecate is back there. Let's see what she has to say after wiping the floor with us.
The fates indulged you after all. That is their scroll beside your tent. It followed you out of the shadows. Perhaps it can provide some answers.
Would that it does. The fated list has tasked me with ensuring certain minor prophecies are fulfilled, though says little else as yet.
May it reward your efforts at least. But do not expect the fates to always favor you. Bane of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
Okay.
We'll have to take our chances.
Let's see what else we could do with the cauldron now. We have our reagent sensing
As we
incantation.
improve ourselves, so does our craft.
Yeah, and then what's flourishing soil? That's a new one. So create 2 soil plots for growing nightshade and other plants, and grants 1 nightshade seed.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We can do both. Once we...
Great tree of life, please listen to my thoughts.
'Tis done.
All right, simple one. There they are. And then,
Nightshade seeds.
and then yeah, reagent sensing should come again in case we miss
Let's
anything.
begin.
Yeah.
Hear me, Selene, if you so desire. Aid me in finding that which I require.
So mote it be.
Okay.
All right.
We still, we still haven't no broker yet. There's at least one more.
Can't believe sucking up to the fates actually worked. That big scroll over there, that's really from them.
Personally delivered by Lord Moros, no less. He seemed a little pressed for time, so we didn't get to talk much. Are the two of you close?
We're children of Nyx. None of us are close. But we crossed paths. When certain mortals get what they deserve, it involves us both.
I can only imagine.
Doom and retribution. Quite
Odysseus out checking on reports.
quite the combination. No Odysseus this time. Well, let's we could use these plots to we have 1 nightshade seed. Looks like we could get more with the silver spade, which is one of the knight's craftwork tools that we haven't yet
You'll flourish here.
brought out of the silver pool. Okay, that's planted. Magical
Grow
soil
and thrive.
doesn't require too much upkeep.
The darkly splendorous Malinoe attends a certain thicket of the crossroads whenever she requires time to think and plan.
Time is against us.
Is he awake? No, still asleep. That Hypnos.
All right.
Okay.
No, out of seats.
I forget if we got a bunch of more ashes and stuff. I think.
Wisdom of the ages.
Yeah, we can afford at
Don't
least.
have enough for that.
So at least one more. Okay. Well, we could either we could save for Death Defiance, or we could go for the faster. Actually, a few of these.
I kind of want the.
Yeah, less than 100% magic is an easy condition to meet.
The Huntress.
It makes our base attack and
Don't
special
have enough just yet.
more powerful.
Ready.
Okay. So we're going all in on offense here.
Yeah. For those of you who might just be tuning in, we forgot to re-intro ourselves because we were getting too into the Hades 2 technical test. I'm Amir Raud, studio director for Supergiant Games. This is Greg Kasavin,
Hey.
Our creative director, and we are running through the Hades 2 technical test, which is available right now for people to sign up for on Steam, but only a subset of people will be selected to play it. This technical test is just about ensuring that we can fix any major technical issues in advance of our early access launch. Once the technical test is done, shortly after that, we will launch into early access. So thank you everyone for watching, and thank you everyone who will have a chance to play the technical test to help us ensure a really smooth experience for our early access players. So your feedback in early access can be focused on the game itself. And let's get back to the game. All right, what else do we have here?
Much deeper than it looks.
So more, can we unlock another?
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah, so we can get another tool here, and we will. Just so you know, for the technical test, this is the maximum number of nocturnal arms available for you, but you can play around with more of these gathering tools, and I'm going to get the silver spade, I think, because we just unlocked the plots.
Yeah.
You're mine.
Okay.
Cool.
It just serves you well.
Let's take that out with us. Should we
Another step on
switch
the
back,
path to perfection.
or should we stick?
we could try. I mean, you did got farther than you ever
Yeah.
did with the daggers. So
Maybe
maybe
we'll-
we stick to him with one more, and then we can switch back. Yeah.
Okay.
See
Give
what
a
the good
salute.
commander has to say here.
Death to Kronos.
Knock him dead, kiddo. All your training's gonna be for naught if you don't use it in a fight. Say I'm chasing after you with a club and you want to get me to stay put. Let's see you cast a circular binding over here.
So, Skelemaeus is reiterating your training. And then...
There's the Omega Cast. Yeah. Your Omega Cast is your single, at least with what we have so far, it's like your single most damaging kind of raw attack that you start with. We can have another look here. We are in Skelly calling after us. Yeah, we are in the mists of Erebus here in the crossroads, about to set forth again, trying to get farther and go deeper into the underworld where Kronos supposedly awaits. Of course, we won't be able to get to him, even if we can get past the first Guardian, since this is only the technical test. But we can see if we can get a little bit farther than we did last time.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah. Oh, and it's raining, isn't it?
It
I
is.
was born for this.
Well, that can only mean one thing.
A lightning sigil. The king of the gods must have his hands full recently. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Ah, young lady, so we meet at last. Emerged from all that gloom to help us settle an old score. If you possess your father's strength, then we have the advantage. Let us strike.
All right. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So, Zeus in Hades 2 has this new status called Blitz, which basically does a large amount of damage as long as you can hit a damage threshold. So if you can deal 120 damage when the status is on, while the status is on for 3 seconds, then you'll strike them with with a lightning bolt, which is a really exciting way to kind of ramp up your damage. And it works on all kinds of Omega attacks and specials and complements a lot of different weapons really well. We also have Storm Ring, which is great. It's just another way to deal heavy Omega cast damage. And I actually think, let's do the flourish.
Yeah, flourish.
Yeah,
and
flourish.
Then
Yeah, we can see
there's
if
a
we
way
can
to
grab it again. Yeah. So with this, you can obviously just apply the status really quick. I'm not going to get a chance to really use it much in this first fight because these are low health foes. So Blitz really shines when you start getting foes that have higher health pools.
Yeah, you'll see a little storm cloud appear over the unfortunate foe's head, and then if you this wastrel may give us a chance to use it. Can probably finish him off.
Ensnared.
Oh no, yep, okay.
Sorry, I just mindlessly went into.
No, we'll have plenty of
now mode.
Oh, tough one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the hammer.
Okay, sorry, Lord Uncle. Apologies.
Yes. Hey.
These are also. Oh yeah, there's a little place to use our silver spade.
Let's try to remember to do that.
You could go for the silver spade right now. Be a little bit greedy.
I could, but I'm.
There's no reason not to wait. Be patient.
Yeah, I'm gonna when I get more comfortable in a larger chamber, I might do such a thing. But it also gives us an opportunity to show off the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's right. The reagent sensing.
All right, cool. So two of these all of these we've seen before. That is actually totally just RNG. The technical test does contain many of the hammer options that you will be able to find in early access. And in this particular case, because it's random, we got similar ones again.
I want to go with the flurry this time?
Yeah, let's try the flurry and see how that goes.
The faster channeling is really fun on this.
Yep. Okay, so there's the reagent sensing. It picked up this new thing, which is a death cap, which you can get in Erebus when there's rainfall. And it's raining right now.
Used for trading with the broker, who we have not met just yet.
Carefully.
Okay.
All right.
Those must be some nightshade seeds.
Yes, they are. Awesome. Perfect. And a new resource awaits. So you can see how much faster that Omega move charges up now. So I can hit, blink, hold it down, and it charges up super fast.
There goes the Blitz.
Yeah. So the Blitz you'll find against especially bosses and mini bosses and those types of foes are quite useful.
New
like
resource?
Right, like Root Stalker.
Always need bones, just not precisely now.
Hey, bones, mostly used to trade for more valuable resources.
Yeah, so again, need to get that broker going in the cross.
You need some magic regeneration, or if in the absence of regeneration, maybe the higher total is good.
Yeah, I think you're right. And actually not sure if I'll be able to pick one up before the Guardian, depending on what I get. So.
Boom. Yeah, that was Blitz.
And then I actually wasn't...
Finally tracked you down.
Uh-oh.
I know
What's
that
happening?
voice.
Whoa. The hunt is on.
Okay.
Aid from afar.
You got him.
Maybe I can just kind of...
Marked one for me, did you?
Well done.
Well, we're not doing 3,000 damage.
Yeah, that's not us.
That ought to do it.
It is,
Good evening.
It is someone else.
Focus, Mel.
Salute.
It's been too long, sister.
Oh, sorry.
Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis, but I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him.
So yes, Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, returns to provide a little support fire from the shadows. It seems that Malinois and Artemis know each other, perhaps more than some of the other Olympians. And let's see what she has to offer.
Blessings.
So she's got, I think she has a few old standbys, but a lot of new boons here as well.
Yeah, conceptually, you'll notice that Artemis still helps you deal critical damage. First Blood is a really great boon for taking out elite foes, since it basically allows you to get a really, really high critical attack on them twice. Once when you're chewing through their armor bar, and then again when you're chewing through their health bar. It's a really, really useful boon. Lethal Snare is good too, because especially with the Arcana card we got that allows you to deal more damage to foes in your cast. It also lets you crit with your attacks. So if you have an attack focus build, which right now I don't really have any kind of build like that, it's quite good with that. And then Easy Shot, which is actually what I'm going to take right now, because I'm just kind of don't have a build right now. I'm just kind of taking stuff and seeing what comes, and this will allow us to have a more powerful Omega cast, and it's especially good in the
Go find your mark.
In the tiny chambers
Good hunting.
in Erebus.
Will we go for Poseidon since we abandoned Poseidon before?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's see what we're in store for here. Uh-oh. Something else.
A shadow spiller.
So not a root stalker.
Not the root stalker, yes.
So what is happening here exactly?
So inky blackness within is not the prettiest face.
So it looks like this is...
And then, yeah, okay. Well, Blitz is definitely going to help you here. It looks like you need to deal with some stuff outside of the gloom here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting pelted from all sides, so why don't I get out of the gloom for a moment? Deal with some of his friends.
Those are called Thorn Weavers, these guys that are kind of rooted in the ground and launch these nasty roots against you. But the Shadow Spiller here is still no slouch, even though its buddies are no longer around to help him. You'll see the Storm Cloud there. Once again, that's Blitz firing off, dealing an extra 100 damage every so often. So you're pretty well suited to dealing with guys like this. Okay, you got him. Nice. All right, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I did lose half my life, but
well, okay, yes. Well,
but that's okay. With the
pros and cons.
Yeah, we have the what's the name of it? The Wayward Sun will help me hopefully regen before we get to the Guardian.
Yes, recall when last we spoke with your grim father, niece. He never was the most sociable sort. When we stopped hearing from him, we figured he was simply in one of his moods, not in the clutches of Kronos.
We haven't seen Breaker Sprint yet. That's a fun one. And
it's actually going to be quite useful since we've made our special actually be so cheap to use. I think we're going to be able to sprint around and get the value from this. So we've seen Geyser Ring before, I haven't taken it. Seen Fluid Gain before, I haven't taken it. Both would be quite good if you're doing anything Omega move focused. We're going to take the sprint here because it does a high amount of damage that only gets deducted if you actually make contact with a foe, and the magic cost only gets deducted if you make contact with a foe.
Such deep, impenetrable gloom surrounds the underworld princess that not even her infernal eye can easily discern what horrors lie therein.
If I can't see into the shadows, I'll cut through.
You could test the Breaker Sprint now.
Yeah.
It works a little bit like Poseidon's Call from the original Hades game, but it's available essentially at all times. It's a really fun kind of. It actually pairs really well with the blades, which are by their nature a highly kind of physical, get in your face kind of weapon. So you could just rush guys down, slam right into them, and then finish them off with the blades. One slam with the Breaker Sprint is enough to take their armor out. Oh, and
I forgot about the Artemis Sprint, so I should be Omega casting too. If I can remember to do that. And then
you didn't pull it off there. Yeah, okay. Boom.
There we go.
Yeah,
So
those supporting arrows firing out.
Yeah, the thing with Easy Shot is the more foes you collect in the
My reagent sends an
Omega cast,
incantation took effect.
more arrows you will get. So it's really good if you can get a whole bunch of them. So I can't pick this up because I don't.
We brought the spade this time. Yeah.
Brought the spade this time, and we've picked up 2 seeds so far. We have 164. Let's go ahead and
try it.
Yeah.
All right. So I can see what Charon has to offer.
Good evening, boatman.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, another Poseidon boon. Seems
I'm going to go for the boon, even though
the life may be.
I think the life is the correct choice if you're not living on the edge.
Yeah.
And so let's try this.
Underworld boatman yet eludes the grasp of Kronos, does he? Turn to a life of the piratical smuggler in these dark times, huh?
Okay, so I think we probably want to try the geyser ring.
Yeah, I double up. I don't know that worked out too well for us last time.
Strength of the sea.
Although, Wave Strike is quite good on the blades. I should have thought.
I met one of your brothers, Lord Charon. It was Moros. He delivered to me a certain artifact, but then was gone. Do you know of the fated list?
No. All right.
It's been in my family's care before. So, what of Moros? Where could he have gone in all of this?
And now you know.
Perhaps I can locate him again.
Do we need?
I think I need.
Yeah, we could use more gold.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can scrape together enough to.
Silver cocoons.
Ah, interesting.
Wait, what's going on here?
Okay.
Who's there?
Well, that seems ominous.
Oh my gosh!
Right. Getting all kinds of delightful treats in these cocoons. Those were 2 of the worst things you could have.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness.
I got another one. Hold on. I have the perfect kit for this though.
Yeah.
If I can remember to blitz. Oh, I also have this. I keep forgetting all my moves. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I lost a lot of life and have literally no magic left to finish this off.
Surely there will not be more of those things.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
This is about as bad as
this
could
is
have
actually one of the
gone.
most unlucky versions of this thing happening I've ever seen, which is actually quite exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you win.
Yeah. So here we go. I could push my luck and open these last 2.
Let's not do that. Perhaps.
I don't know. I really feel like what if
there's only 2 left.
Yeah. What if there's something good in there?
What's the worst that could happen? Great.
that again.
Or you could run away.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Bye.
Let's fail. Okay. Well, yeah, that was a total disaster, and it doesn't always go that way.
So I can get in here and use some of these Omega moves, which will, of course, deduct from my magic. And I haven't yet picked up a way of regenerating my magic like we did in previous runs, which would be nice to do. So every time I'm using one of these powerful Omega moves in an encounter, I'm going to have to wait till the next encounter before it refills.
Yeah, if you're tuned in more recently, Melinoi here, the princess of the underworld, the daughter of Hades, she is a witch and an assassin, and she has the power of magic in addition to her martial abilities. So that blue bar that you see in the lower left corner above the life, that is the amount of magic that she currently has, which is none. You've used it all. But yeah, she has particularly powerful moves called Omega moves that you execute just by pressing and holding the corresponding button. But they require a little bit of magic.
Okay, I'm going to go for this. This
More
one.
Nightshade? Yeah, hopefully we can survive long enough to get this, because that'll get us back on our feet.
Oh, good.
These guys, it's a lot, but not.
This is where Easy Shot really shines. If you get a lot of foes in this, it's good times.
Yeah, because those arrows can hit anything that's in their path, not just the foe that they were directed toward.
Bring it. I'm actually ready for this because I'm out of magic. Never mind.
We didn't pick up any. We have no magic regeneration. Okay,
it's okay.
That's too bad.
We just created all this other stuff, and now we're paying the price.
A centaur heart.
Okay, well this is a big help. I'm back up to 40. That's decent. 200, more than 200 gold, so you'll be able to get something decent here with any luck. You can't get the silver.
Okay.
Demeter may be of service.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to her in a little while.
Willingly, I was certain you were gone. Scarce born, only to be taken by Kronos, along with my daughter and those nearest her. But the Witch of the Crossroads got you out of there, did she? How could she not send word?
Demeter has many questions.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I was hoping for.
Tranquil Gain.
Yeah, we're going to take the Tranquil Gain. So here's the Ice Strike, which allows us to have freeze on attacks, but I'm going into the Guardian, and I think freezing them for a little while isn't going to do as much as having unfettered access to my Omega moves. So we're taking the Tranquil Gain.
Life or death.
Unfettered, provided you stand perfectly
Yeah,
still,
perfectly still,
which
which
includes
is-
not swinging your weapons. or
Yeah,
anything.
so what's cool now is if I can find a good spot, it regenerates the magic quite quickly. Let's go ahead and... Can we grab both of these? No, we can only grab one.
Go for the power up.
Yeah.
Last longer.
Geyser
Okay.
ring. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. Okay. So if I can cast, sprint, and
Greetings, witch.
blast, should be all right.
A flash of silver, limb and auros. So the sister blades have veiled themselves, do you? The other nocturnal arms shall follow their lead, I expect.
Nyx entrusted them to you to safeguard the realm as a last resort. But this cannot possibly be how they were meant to be used.
And why ever not? To safeguard the realm, you shall have to clear a wide variety of obstacles standing in your way. I am but one.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right, so this hit me last time. So now I know I can go in and out of it.
Yeah. Oops. There's the blitz from Zeus. Yeah. Oh, you gotta watch out there. Oh, she almost threaded the needle on that. Ooh, yeah.
If I can remember the blitz, Omega cast, sprint is kind of the combination I'm running right now. Oh.
Only one of the Hecates is real in that move, but all of the attacks are real. So it's a handy ability that she has. Oh boy.
It's okay. I need to find a place to stand still. Oh, which I can't do while she's dropping.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so here I can't get to her.
You should just fight. I could talk through it. Yeah. Well, let's see. Hecate is totally invulnerable right now, but she is protected by her undead sisters there. Oh no. Oh, well, it was
got further.
It was farther.
Yeah. To our clash this night.
Farther and farther, chipping away, right? That's
getting a little further each time.
Oh boy.
Has it been?
Okay, we're not going to talk through any of this, I think.
Yeah.
You could just see what this is all about.
2, 1.
It is the dead of night within a haunted, barely moonlit thicket at the underworld's edge. There, a young forsaken princess hunts her prey.
Ready or not, hence I go. I bid you farewell for now, Lord Hypnos. Where could she be?
The keen-eyed princess finds a set of tracks, suggesting that her foe trod through this dusty ground not very long before.
Shush, Homer. How shall I ever catch her if you're going to describe my every move?
I've no idea to whom you refer, to whom the Princess of the Dead refers, as she continues on her fateful search.
Quit teasing me and help me look.
find her yet.
Odysseus, have you seen Hecate about?
Not in a little while, little goddess. Though I'd expect that pointy hat of hers to give her away.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Well, she's got to be around here somewhere, little goddess.
Got you, Hecate. You're dead.
Got me, you did, Millennium. But I dare say I can escape your clutches yet.
Hey! Can't hide from me. Over there.
Perceptive.
Nope.
There you are. Got you again.
So persistent. Give up already, witch. For I'm a titaness. You cannot vanquish me.
I can and shall.
Where did she go?
Hi, Shades. Is Hecate about? Huh. Not seen her, huh?
Millennium.
Aha. I got you. Hecate? What's the matter?
It's merely that I've not heard your laughter before. Reminded me of your mother. A much preferable sound to that of grief.
I promise not to cry again. I still get sad sometimes, but not as much.
Do not make promises you cannot keep. When tears well up, let them spill forth. They're not so precious that they need be contained.
But you never cry, Hecate. And I wish to become strong like you. So that I might find Kronos and destroy him for what he's done. And then you could hear my mother's laugh again.
And I shall do everything in my power to prepare you, so that you may succeed where I failed. If not for your family's sake, then for your birthright, as the princess of the underworld.
What do you mean you failed? You tried to beat Kronos yourself? He hurt you?
Concern yourself with your own pain, not mine. Destroying Kronos shall not change the past, and the pain shall linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. But enough of this. On the morrow, we shall teach you to hunt greater prey.
Truly?
So, a bit of a flashback there.
Death to Kronos. All my life I've prepared, and I'm nowhere near ready, am I?
So Hades 2, the story continues to unravel the more you play. The story is highly reactive to how you play, the different ways in which you play through the game, the things that you accomplish, the setbacks you encounter, and so on. You'll find plenty in the early access version of the game, and there's quite a bit in this technical test as well, though limited to this first area of the game. Though this is one of the big bigger story moments that we have in this particular version. Happens relatively early on.
If you're just tuning in, I'm Amir Rao. This is Greg Kasavin. We are playing the Hades 2 technical test. The technical test is something you can opt into on Steam. A subset of people will be selected. It helps us make sure the game runs well and has no major technical issues when the technical test is complete, and we don't know how long it will take to fix all the major issues. Shortly after that, we'll wrap it up and enter early access. And you'll be able to play all of this yourself and much more.
Thankfully, we have not run into any of those major issues ourselves. The nature of such issues, this is a computer game.
Yeah.
There are an infinite number, I guess technically not an infinite number, but a near infinite number of computer configurations out there. And we can test hundreds, maybe even thousands, but we have to test potentially even more than that. And this technical test is helping us with that. Those participating in the technical test need but play. We'll find error reports automatically, and that'll help ready us up for early access to come.
All right, let's go a little bit more, huh?
Yeah.
This family, lost to you since you were born, they deserve their vengeance, and so do you.
So as we now know, Melinoe has been at this for quite some time. She's been training to overcome Kronos, and now the time has come when she is ready to strike.
Dora, couldn't help but notice that my jar collection wasn't sorted properly. I would never store fungus with herbs. Are you trying to subtly drive me mad?
No. Although now that you put it that way, maybe in the future, yes. I was working on minor possessions and your mushroom bottle kind of slipped. So I put it back.
You put it incorrectly back. Just tell me of such things next time, would you?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Melinoe getting a little bit frustrated by some of her setbacks so far, but we'll see if we can go farther and...
The last wheel of the three fates, those reclusive determiners of all that is to come, is now under the Princess of the Underworld's care.
With their aid, we may have a chance.
Let's see if there's anything new in the Fated list. The Fated list is a good example of something where,
Prophecy concerning doom.
Oh.
I have to find Lord Moros once again and call him here.
Okay, summon Moros once more.
The other two are ones we've seen.
Yeah, summon Moros once more, and what was the rest of it?
And speak to him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have...
Headmistress.
Hecate isn't around. Okay, well, let's see.
I think I know how I can do the bidding of the fates.
Through the Fated list itself, we have this new incantation, though we aren't prepared for it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this because... Oh, we need both these.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been waiting
for... We could come back to Doom Beckoning.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
Katoskion Oski. It is done.
Okay. Yeah, this one is interesting.
And then we
must be an incantation that can help.
Finally, we got our first bones, which will allow us to do this.
This should help. By blood and darkness, let my will be done. Broker.
All right.
Welcome to the crossroads.
Our old friend. Yeah, and then for the now the one that we can't afford, we can use the Forget-Me-Not, right? To help us with that.
So with the new Forget-Me-Not, there are more resources and various reagents to keep track of in the game. The Forget-Me-Not lets you just tag something.
I'll keep this in mind.
And then when you open up your inventory, there's a little thing that will kind of remind you of what you're tracking and what you need. And then this system also applies in various other places. So now when I go to the broker as well...
Hail, broker.
You'll see a little indication for what you're looking for.
Okay, so I definitely want more of these in order to cast one of my incantations, but I don't have the bones. So we're going to have to pick those up over time. I can also pick up Ash and Psyche. This is a really useful way if you're just short of an Arcana card unlock that you want, or if you need to use Psyche, which we haven't in our course of our playthrough yet come across the need yet, but the need is certainly there.
Farewell.
After ever-scheming Kronos claimed the House of Hades, shades of the dead residing there, all scattered to the ends of the earth.
You shades are welcome here and safe.
Still at it? Wondered why Hecate took off all of a sudden. Was just to get in your way, send you crying home. Guess she doesn't want you to succeed.
She expects me to be prepared for whatever lies ahead.
You're such a pushover sometimes.
The good witch put you to the test out there, did she? Quite an intensive teaching style, I always thought. She expects a lot from you, but that's just what happens when you've such potential.
Then she must be disappointed with my results, although she's careful not to show it. Same as you, Odysseus.
Come, I know how dispiriting it is to chart one's course only to lose one's way. We rarely get where we must go the fastest way we can.
Odysseus is a
As long as we get there at all.
Odysseus is an expert on not getting to where he's going in the fastest way possible.
So we're going to be able to harvest
Full
the nightshade here. And actually, because we were using the
Plenty
spade,
of room to grow.
go ahead and plant 2 more.
Yeah, okay. We'll be rolling in the nightshade.
Yeah.
Deadly plant.
Yeah.
Hypnos, providing support in his own way. So then, okay, yeah, then maybe next time we'll be able to do the summon Moros.
Yeah. So
Know the
look,
past, know the future.
How are we on ash? We're short on ash. You could.
I could pick up the Swift Runner, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to do that. I need 7. So it's 7 times 15. I don't have the bones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would have loved to pick something else
have
up.
enough.
We'll come back to this. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get a different tool?
Always she returns as dust.
I don't think.
I think we need more
Secrets lie
silver
within.
for the tablet. So
Yeah,
why don't we
okay.
switch back to the pick? Whoop.
How about the pick?
So we can unlock that third tool. And I'm going to switch
Yeah.
back to the
Discura, the witch's staff.
and
With
I'm
me,
going
my
to
friend.
give it a little bit more effort this time
What
around.
ails you, young one? You have a look of consternation, which mayhaps my breadth of experience could alleviate. Go on, just spit it out.
Oh, Commander. I was just thinking about all the reagents I still need. Some grow in different regions or require different tools. It's a lot to keep in mind.
But you don't gotta keep it all in mind. That purple pack, you carry all your stuff in somehow? Don't you got all your notes in there too? So if you don't remember where to nab something, check there. In fact, why don't you do it now?
I do have notes on everything in there.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So Doomed Beckoning, what did we need? We need Fate Fabric and Nightshade. And for the Fate Fabric, we needed... Actually, so we could look that up in
We need
in
bones.
the inventory.
Right. We don't have
Oh,
any
Fate
yet.
Fabric doesn't show up.
Yeah, because we don't
Interesting.
have enough.
Yeah. We don't have it yet.
Don't have it yet. We just are short on bones on it. So why don't
But you know, we could go out there
Ready or
and
not, hence I go.
make the most of this one.
we? All right.
Night.
Oh,
Yes.
something new.
This yeah.
All right.
Without further ado, let's meet
She's
someone new.
deviated from her path. Great Titaness, the Eye of Night. I draw you down. Lend me your might.
Good evening to you, little star. Our cycles now are intertwined, as I no longer can afford merely to watch. Whichever threat we face, I vow to shine for you.
This is Selene the Moon. And
Which suits you.
she brings forth a whole new set of things known as hexes. And there are a variety of different hexes available here.
Yeah, so these hexes are really powerful moves that charge up once you spend your magic. And so in some of the smaller engagements, it's hard sometimes to fully charge one. But in any of the larger engagements, if you have like a higher magic cost one, it's more easy to. I think we'll try. What do you think?
Let's see. So Lunar Ray is a very powerful kind of offensive ability. Twilight Curse can really control a fight. And then Phase Shift makes everything move slower for quite 5 seconds is quite a long time in the middle of one of these battles.
Yeah.
I mean, Lunar Ray certainly is flashy.
Okay,
so we
let's do
could
it.
give it a shot, and maybe we'll get a chance to use it on the Guardian and really kind of
Lunar Ray.
put the sting on her. Okay.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
So you'll see an indicator when you can use your hex. And that's Lunar Ray. So yeah, we can move on. We can come back to this one.
Those with the power
Oh, sorry.
to enter
Oh, it's fine.
crossroads
Yeah.
at will can entirely anticipate which of its 3 hidden paths shall be their exit.
I'd not expected this one.
So-
Let's head this way this time.
So in the course of the technical test, there's a lot more to the system for Seleni's powers, and you'll be able to experience some of it if you get a chance to play. But in the early access, you'll be able to experience a lot more of it.
Yeah, there's some. Not every hex is available in this version of the game.
Yeah.
So you'll see. If you kind of watch closely in the next fight, in the lower left corner above the magic, it says 120 there. That's the amount of magic Amir needs to spend in order to charge up Lunar Ray for its next use. So now 105, etc. And hexes offer just a whole nother way to kind of build, to create builds. They can be very, sometimes it could be like a supportive ability, but other times you can like use it as your heavy damage dealing ability and all sorts of different things.
And a lot of that, it is maybe harder to experience over the course of the technical test if you do get a chance to try it, because it contains only the first area of the game.
There's Hestia again.
Got Seleni's moonlight shine on you, eh? I'll not deny it has a certain power and allure, but such a cold and distant light next to us.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I hit the button accidentally. All right.
Trigger happy.
Yeah, so I want to do Hearthgain because with magic regeneration, I'll be able to use my Lunar Ray more often.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They'll burn.
Could check our dialogue log to see what we missed from Hestia.
But
best not to do it
while-
right now. Yeah. So we probably Lunar Ray is actually one of the costlier hexes. So in the course of one of these like smaller battles, we're not going to be able to use it again. But in certainly later on, you'll get into situations where you may be able to use your hex multiple times, even in a single bout. We're really the hex system is. We're looking forward to everyone's feedback on it. We're excited for it. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, there you go. Nice way to finish that off.
Yeah, it's stylish.
Bones will be helpful now that the broker is available to us. Yeah.
Some bones for later use.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's a great pickup for us because we're gonna need a lot of bones to buy that faded.
Let's go Apollo.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he'll have some more thoughts about the kind of light that we're using. Apollo is often thought of as the god of the sun, though things can get a little tricky with Greek mythology. There's also a separate. There's a character called Helios who is the sun incarnate, who is the brother to Selene. He gets name checked a couple of times in the original game. But yeah, Selene is an all-new character in Hades 2. The moon and witchcraft are deeply connected, and Hecate and the moon go together hand in hand.
Do bide your time, Sunshine. The Titan thinks he has us pinned, but we have the situation here under control. Just locked in a bit of a stalemate is all.
All right, Apollo keeping cool. Let's see here.
Okay. What I want to do is more Solar Ring, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because it goes with your
emptying magic. So whereas before when we were using the Sister Blades, and I was trying to make a mana efficient kind of setup where I could use my Omega moves cheaply over and over. Now that I have this Lunar Ray, which requires me to spend a lot of magic, it allows us to kind of have a different relationship and makes me want to spend magic as frequently as I possibly can.
But we need some regeneration.
We do, but we have the Hestia passive one.
Did you pick the Hestia one?
Yeah, I did. So I should be
all right.
Okay,
you did. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, there it goes. Right.
Yeah, and I also have the Huntress, so my attacks will be a little bit more powerful as I...
Yeah, so this is like a really, with Lunar Ray and then that...
and then here we go.
Toast.
Yeah, I took a little bit more damage than I meant to.
Short work, though. That must have been quick.
Oh.
Blinding Sprint. I don't think we've seen Blinding Sprint yet.
No, so this is one of those
Perfect.
abilities that it allows you to inflict his status, which is daze, on foes, which is quite useful. But then also it has a ton of utility because it makes you move like way faster when you sprint, so you can get around the battlefield and hopefully avoid and not sprint into things.
Here's something.
Here's something new. Yeah.
Hermes would be jealous of that speed.
So soft, divine.
What's this?
I spin my threads and catch whatever comes my way. Oh! What are you doing here? Besides tramping all over my webs, that is. Oh, it's nothing, silly. I can always make more perfectly good silk. I can't always see you.
Hi, Arachne. Sorry about all this. I think we'll soon be seeing more of one another now. My task has begun.
Truly. Why then, I'll get out of your hair. You have to go. But first, you have to try on one of these. And don't worry about any wear and tear. I've plenty more in stock.
So Arachne, the original spider, if for those familiar with the mythology behind her, and she's been weaving away various dresses that just so happen to fit perfectly. They have different abilities here. So the first one, let's see.
So basically, these abilities, these outfits basically give you armor, which is a new mechanic for Hades 2. But while you have that armor, you gain an additional ability. And if your armor breaks, you will lose the ability. So there's some trade-off here. This one, for example, is really good if you've had a hard, this emerald dress, if you've had a rough go of things to this point, and I kind of have. So I'm probably going to take it because it'll help me regenerate my health back. This, though, if I was maybe playing a little bit better, would be quite good because it lets you channel your Omega moves way faster, but it's a lower armor value, so it's easier to lose. And this one adds a little bit of regen, and right now the armor value is kind of between those two. Since I have okay magic regeneration, I think it's between one of these top two, and because I've lost just enough kind of health to be concerned about it, I think I'm going to take the emerald dress.
Yeah, and the 50 armor on its own is huge. It's,
Why, this is beautiful. Thank you.
We could see Malinois's outfit color changed a bit there, and you could see down in the lower left corner, we now have armor in addition to life. So that 50 armor needs to be fully depleted before you take any. You won't take any damage to your life as long as you have armor. Armor comes first, and we could still boost our life there with the Centaur Heart. Okay, we're in pretty.
Arachne was here.
Oh, more cocoons. Now we know where those came from. Hopefully we won't run into 4-ish Thorn Weepers this time.
Yeah, that can't possibly happen again.
Yeah, so Arachne is one of those characters. You'll meet her night after night. You'll uncover her story and get to know her plenty well over the course of this game. There we go.
All right, we're done here. Unlike last time, I'm not going to press my luck.
We want ashes. We had a Death Defiance and so on. Some pretty significant Arcana cards waiting for us. Okay. Yeah, so lots of new characters this time. Both Selene and Arachne introduced in fairly rapid succession. There aren't. Let's see. There's at least one more character in the technical test version of the game, though there are lots more. Lots is subjective. There are plenty more in the early access version that we will release, hopefully not too long from now once the technical test is complete. We hope to start inviting folks into the technical test. We're gonna start with a small number of people and increase that number over time in the days to come. If you're watching this, chances are you've signed up for the technical test, but if you haven't, it's just a one button on the Hades 2 page on Steam. Just press request access and you'll have a chance to get in. Even if you don't get in the next day or two, there's always a kind of increasing chance over time that we'll invite more folks. But really, the goal of the technical test is for us to get through it as quickly as we can, ensure that there are no major technical issues, so that we can launch in early access and have the game be available to pretty much everyone. Right. More Ash.
More
right now until further notice, it seems like all Ash all the time. Well done in that particular fight.
I lost, I think, only 5 armor, which is not bad.
Like I said, I think there's only the one. We haven't seen too much of some of the Olympians, but we've met a number of them at least one time. There's one more in this technical test version of the game that we haven't seen yet. We'll see if we run into that one. But other than that, this is... if you've been watching from the beginning, you've seen a lot of what we have in the technical test thus far. Of course, this is Hades, so you can keep playing. The more times you play, you're going to keep uncovering more story. Our goal is that every time you play through the game, you're going to have a different experience through a combination of all the narrative content and all the different things all the different surprises that can occur. This may really help you. Oh, we haven't seen any of these. Okay, the Daedalus Hammer on the witch's staff.
So the Omega attack dealing more damage and also attacking in a cross can be quite useful for catching more foes. This makes just the base special fire multiple projectiles, which can be really good if you're trying to build up Scorch or with certain other Olympian effects. And then finally, this lets us deal more damage to distant foes and also increases the range, which is quite useful. But
we don't have
none of this
too
is
much.
None of this is particularly good for what I'm trying to do right now by spending lots of mana. So I'm actually just going to go with the Omega attack, doing more damage since I'm using the Omega attack a lot.
That one makes the most sense. Right?
Yeah, to power up my sorcery.
You can try it here.
Yeah. So it lets you do that. So I'm like, if I can get 7 of these off, I can get a Lunar Ray out. So hopefully that will help in this upcoming.
Ahead, the underworld princess shall again confront the one who raised her and taught to her the means by which she may prevail.
There's always more to learn.
Okay. Well, You've got a lot of armor, a lot of life.
There you are.
You've got Lunar Ray. You're in pretty good shape
I'll get
going
in.
in.
Mistress, I swear it. All that you've taught, I'll bring to bear. And no matter the obstacles that stand in the way, Kronos shall fall by my hand.
I require no convincing, Malinois, although perhaps you do. However much I've taught, what's important is you're a capable student.
All right. Good luck. There we go.
Yeah. All
I
right.
have to be more than that.
The gutsy opener.
Yeah.
Dashing through the crossed flames.
I was trying to get my blind also. Ooh, I got lucky there. The days caused a miss.
Yeah, right. The daze effect on the little flashing on Hecate there means that she's dazed. That's the curse from Apollo, and it means that some of her attacks that might normally deal damage have a chance to miss entirely. Boom! That left a mark.
And it also the days she missed the. Oh gosh! All right. So for this, because I can't affect Hecate, I need to take down these additional. And
the witch, the witch support that she's got with her.
So if I can get through that faster, I can obviously make the phase shorter.
Yeah, your sprint is so fast now.
Yeah, it's really helpful for getting across.
Armor's running. I won't psych you out.
Yeah.
Oh, see, already Lunar Ray is up.
So I have it, but I can't use it because she's.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to.
I don't want to do the wrong one.
You don't want to do the guessing game. Oh,
I dashed
out of it.
I was afraid to eat the hit, so I didn't do the full one.
Yeah, you can cancel it early if you must.
Yeah. That's the pro move right there. You can get the damage in while the ring is happening, which is relatively stationary. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we are a sheep now.
Surely everything will be fine.
You can keep dodging. You can attack technically. Yeah. So one of Hecate's rather nasty tricks that we're seeing for the first time there.
To recharge.
Okay, so I just need to wait.
Oh, your magic is coming right back though.
Yeah, but I can't.
Couple of witches left.
Yeah, I can't dawdle too long because of the. All right, here we go. Oh, I gotta run.
Yeah, that hurt. You could do it. Nice.
Got her.
Test complete.
You fought with diligence and with ferocity. But surely there is more for you to learn beyond this threshold.
Go on.
I look forward to it, Headmistress. What about you? Can you not join me?
No, I dare not stray too far from our abode. Continue now your task. I shall await your safe return.
Thank you, Headmistress.
All right.
She
Well done.
trained relentlessly for this.
It's a new resource. What did we get? We will not know for now.
I hit
the
the wrong
world's
button.
vengeful daughter delve into the outskirts of her realm in search of her ancient, hateful foe, the Titan Kronos. Time itself, and time supposedly cannot be stopped. A claim the princess has her reasons to dispute. Hers is a tale that shall withstand time, yet it requires time as well. For now, a cruelly abrupt end shall have to do.
You!
Okay.
Return to Shadow now.
So the technical test allows you to proceed no further than that point. And there's a little message here reinforcing that. You have defeated Headmistress Hecate 1 times out of 5, at which point please consider your participation in this technical test to be complete. Yeah, so you can play through a number of times as part of this technical test. This is only the beginning of what we have in store for the full early access version of the game, which we will launch hopefully not too long after this technical test winds down in some, a couple of weeks or so, something like that, depending on how it goes, depending on what comes in. Congratulations, Amir, for defeating Headmistress Hecate.
Yeah. Do you wanna try and go one more? And
we could maybe show one more. Yeah, show what happens. Beyond this point, because of course this is Hades, and you can, victory does not necessarily mean the end. There's plenty more to see. Characters will react to the various trials and tribulations and so on.
Yeah, before we go through what's happening here, if you're just joining us for any reason, I'm Amir Raud. This is Greg Kasavin. We're two developers at Supergiant Games. We are the creators of Bastion, Transistor, Pyre, Hades, and this game, Hades 2. We are currently starting our technical test. If you're interested in participating in the technical test, you can sign up on Steam, and a subset of players will be selected. The technical test contains just the first area of the game, and it's just there for us to try and make sure the game has no major technical issues. Once we've wrapped the technical test and everything seems stable, we will close it down and then proceed into our early access shortly after that. There's much more of the game to experience in early access. We're super, super excited for you to get a chance to do that. I think we're going to do one last try here maybe, and then call it. So let's get back to the game.
Yeah, we wanted everyone to have a chance to see it, even if not everyone has a chance to get in. But hopefully everyone will get a chance to play it real soon when early access begins.
You knew I could do it, didn't you, Phrynos?
So Melinoe's a little happier this time, having beaten Hecate at last.
The modestly appointed tent of fierce Princess Melenui nonetheless is dutifully organized and immaculately clean.
I won't live in squalor.
Yeah, so unlike some members of her family.
You don't remember them, besides this painting and your dreams. Still, you fight for them.
So she's got this, this old unfinished painting kind of girding her arm.
Dora, don't you pay any attention to what's been happening out there? The rise of the Titan of Time, the siege of Olympus?
Nope. Can't say any of that rings a bell. Olympus, that's where the family members you don't like live, right? And the Titan of Time, I get that he's bad, but he's never done anything to me personally, as far as I know, so.
This entire encampment exists to resist his efforts to overthrow the gods and rule the world?
Well then, maybe I should thank him, because I happen to like this encampment.
Fair point.
Shush. Death to Kronos.
Death to all!
Good one. Well, okay, something new from the fated list.
Of minor prophecies.
Oh, that's right. We have defeated Hecate
Another prophecy fulfilled.
as the prophecy.
And that actually gave us a fade fabric, which I think is going to help us because we were just how many? Two
we
more.
Need 3.
Yes,
but we may be able to get them.
Yes. Okay. Why don't we check with Hecate, check the cauldron, and check the broker?
You have gone far, Melenoi, and you bested me. Gave me quite a scrape at that. There is much left to be done. But you are learning.
Thank you, Headmistress. Although I know that I could not have bested you had you held nothing back.
You know. Why do you self-impose such limits on your capability? Alter your thoughts. I shall see you again out there.
Yes, Headmistress.
Let's see.
Each night, another possibility.
Well, we got to go for Doomed Beckoning.
We do, which means I think we shouldn't get anything actually until...
Yeah, not yet at least.
Yeah, until we do that. So let's go back to the broker. Hello. So we need 2 of these. We're going to be 30 short.
Oh, the pain.
Yeah, the pain. There's actually a way to get...
Yeah, there is.
There's a way to get some more bones, though. That's available to us now. But if we do this, we'll be out of Nightshade.
But I think we planted
more.
more.
We planted more Nightshade. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So exchange plants
It's
another
all coming
goods
together. Yeah,
for bones at the Wretched Broker.
Yeah, so let's try this.
Your intent was true.
Okay.
Okay, so now
So mote it be.
we run straight past Odysseus.
We'll talk to him later. You can admire the Nightshade before you... forget it.
Yeah, well, this
Admire
is
later.
this ruthless planting. Okay, let's admire it.
Drink deep and grow tall.
Yes. Plant another one. All right, cool. Run by Odysseus again, and then
now we can... Yeah, the broker should have more options now. Okay.
okay. Oh, we can sell our death caps, which we got when it was raining in Erebus.
Here you are.
And
now
then,
we have enough.
Oh,
couldn't have scripted it better.
Yes,
that
exactly.
was that was.
Though it was not
worked out
scripted.
nicely. Yeah, it was not scripted at all.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Doom Beckoning. Beseech Moros to appear in accordance with the will of the 3 fates. Surely this will work flawlessly.
Hear me, O Doom. Hear my voice from afar. I need beseech you wherever you are. Where are you, Lord Moros?
Yep.
So it goes at times.
The fates work in mysterious ways. We'll see if that did anything or not.
Should we go ahead?
Yeah, this is helpful as well. Reveal a hidden glade in Erebus.
Domnoski Traxon.
Help us.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So mote it be.
Oh, we could talk to Odysseus now.
Yeah.
Nemesis has been in an especially foul mood of late. Anything I should know about?
I was going to ask you the same. She sought my task, but that's nothing new. Though she's been clashing with Headmistress more and more.
Shame it's been this way. Personally, I'd rather have divine retribution with me than against. I reckon you can't just smooth things over with her, can you?
I have my doubts.
Oh, well. You're persistent with Hypnos there. I thought you were going for him.
Guide us.
Talking to the shades.
Talking to
We
the
could surely he'll wake up this time.
Let's salute.
Sleep well.
No.
All right,
No
no
luck.
luck. Yeah. All right. So this will probably be our last run through the courtyard as well, and hopefully we'll pick up something
What say the Arcana?
useful.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, here we go.
Eternity.
Oh, but there's a catch.
Ah, yes.
So basically, this new card requires more grasp than we have. So your new Arcana card requires more grasp than you have available, so it cannot be activated yet. But we can increase our grasp using Psyche, which we've been picking up as we go. And so let's
lack
go
the grasp
ahead
for this.
and do that.
I can do this.
So now our limit went from 10 to 12.
Yeah.
So
we're close, but not quite close enough.
I see. Can we afford one more?
Yeah,
a little bit more grasp.
I don't think so.
No, we
we're
cannot.
short by 15. So we're gonna have to deactivate something. I'm feeling pretty good about the damage and maybe a little bit less good about my survivability. So I'm going to deactivate the Huntress in order to activate Eternity. So sometimes you'll have to do this as part of the puzzle of the Arcana table as you increase your grasp, and of course you can increase it, to higher and higher values. But as you kind of make your way through the table, you may have to deactivate some of your cards to make room. There are even some cards that have special conditions, like this new one, which we can't get yet, called the Centaur, which basically makes it so we gain additional maximum health and max magic, but we have to activate cards that use 1 grasp, 2 grasp, 3 grasp, 4 grasp, and 5 grasp. You have a lot of cards that have these special conditions and actually end up taking, no additional grasp to use. When you get the full Arcana table in early access, in the technical test, we have only these first 9 cards. So there's only a few ways that you can activate this particular card with only using the original 9.
But if we kept going, in theory, we could get all 9 of those up and running at the same time.
Yep. So I want to try and see if we can go ahead and
What are we to do? Merely stand by and let the Titan have his way?
Skelemius giving inspirational speeches there to his disciples.
The arms of night.
Can't get the
just short on the tablet, so we won't be showing that today. We'll do one last conversation with Skelemius here, and then
be off.
I understand that Great Selene graced you with one of them hexes that she's got. A powerful effect, but you must use a bunch of magic first to charge it up.
We didn't need to.
Like charging a crystal.
We didn't need to explain any of this stuff when we have Skelemius.
Commander, I thought most of your experience was in the martial ways, but you know the intricacies of magic as well.
Oh, yeah.
Knows it all. All right.
All right.
Like getting stung by bees.
Let's see if we can go ahead and get past
Into Erebus.
the Guardian of Erebus with the Sister Blades.
Yep.
The blacksmith sigil.
And the Olympian I mentioned. The one more. I think this marks the final character we have to show as part of this technical test.
What, is he going to fit me for a suit of armor? In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
They told me you needed a weapon or something. You already got one. A right lousy one can spot that piss poor workmanship from here. Though, I could tune it up.
All right. Hephaestus, god of the forge. He is the master blacksmith on Olympus and has a variety of boons that can help us survive longer or really dish out some pain.
Yeah, and Hephaestus boons are really good in a variety of different ways. He has a lot of defensive powers. You can see, for example, his magic regeneration gives you damage reduction, and every time you get hit, you just restore a ton of magic, which is really, really, really easy to do. And usually when things go bad, you can just end up with full magic to continue blasting. This sprint is a really, really high amount of damage. It's a reasonable magic cost, but we're gonna go with this, the Volcanic Strike. Basically, the way this works is we're going to do a massive amount of damage when we tap attack, but it takes a while to cool down. So it's one of those boons that actually, if you're trying to do an attack focus build, it's okay for that. But it's even better kind of when you put it on one of the abilities you're using less often, because you can throw that ability out, let the cooldown go, and use your other abilities. So maybe I'll actually try to make more of a special build with the Sister Blades and just tap my attack here and there just to do a whole bunch of damage like that.
And you see the volcanic strike recharging there on the left-hand side. Hephaestus is in the spirit of our early access. The visual effects on his abilities are not quite done yet compared to some of the others. Just so you know.
Yeah.
But Hephaestus and Hestia, that can make an interesting combination. So volcanic strike has a good sized area actually. If you plant that right in the middle of those guys, it can blow up a bunch of them at once.
I was trying to potentially show my harvesting skills.
Okay, let's see what she's got.
Deputy's your teacher, is that it? Known her since I was probably your age. Right proper dame. Been far too long since last we saw each other, come to think. What can you do? She hates everybody. I hate everybody.
All right.
Oh, hey.
Glowing coal can be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think glowing coal is what I'm going to take. This is also would be good for some of what I'm trying to do. But I'm going to go with glowing coal. Actually, so is this. Actually, they're all good. The scorch on the special on the blades is obviously good. If you use the Omega special, suddenly you're dealing a ton of scorch. Let's do this because it's cool. But actually, all of these are cool in their own way. So now with glowing coal, basically, I can aim. Has good synergy with the sorceress too, because I can
slows things down a bit.
Slow things down and aim it. Yeah, if I'm interested in trying to catch a lot of foes in there.
Yeah, so rather than placing your cast right around you, you can send it on its merry way, preferably into a bunch of foes delivered by an explosive fireball.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, so glowing coal, it's like the whole way that your cast works changes quite a bit with that one.
Whoops. Oh. It would be good if I actually use it. There we go.
Well, let's hope for Arachne in another one of those,
yeah,
another one of those outfits.
Arachne came in extremely handy there.
Oof.
There we go.
So I think your Omega attack cleared all their armor, and then the volcanic strike did the rest of the work.
Yeah,
all in one fell swoop.
So even though I've been charging up the glowing coal cast, you can also just tap it and you'll get it. I'm trying to get the armor down on these so I can just do that.
Yeah.
Not now.
Not all the boons in the full, or not the full version of the game, but the early access version of the game will contain more boons than this technical test version of the game, including, if you're familiar with the previous game, some of the more late game types of boons that you might be expecting. Those you are not going to find in this technical test. It only contains the first area, so those don't necessarily come into play that early on anyway.
Count right now.
I need magic regeneration.
Yeah, the Shadow Spiller returns. Yeah, you do need magic regeneration.
These two kind of end up
oh, you're doing well so
appearing
far.
right next to each other. Yeah, I'm gonna. Last time I took out the side foes, and this time I'm gonna.
Yeah, nice.
There we
Okay.
go. I'm gonna pick up a flower here.
Yep.
In the middle of the fight, as you do.
Can glowing coal them? Oh no, you can't. Yeah.
No, but I can't. Oh, I could if I could aim. Then I could. So the thing about the glowing coal boon too is you can use it on the base cast, so you can just send the base cast out.
Yeah, it has no magic cost. Yep. All right, Hephaestus once again. Let's see.
Ooh. Okay. So I want none of these things that much, but I'm going to take the top one, and we're just going to go full volcanic attack special and just lots of clanging.
Yeah, 400 damage. That is a lot right now. And and they're on separate timers essentially, right?
Yeah.
The Smith God's power.
Yeah, you see it on the left there. Both are ready to be used. Nothing to use them on at the moment, but there soon shall be. Grasp is much more, we all that ash we were taking before, now maybe we have some second thoughts of like, we could have used more Grasp in that last situation.
Yeah, because we were unlocking cards and now we can't use all the ones that we've unlocked. So this, while I was using the Hestia daggers, Scorch, Hestia empowered Scorch focused attack, I was doing the main attack a lot. In this case, oops, I'm kind of just tapping foes and trying to do other stuff.
Yeah, your attack one is ready.
There
boom.
it is.
Yeah. So Hephaestus, true to his connection to volcanoes, is some of these like most explosively damaging boons in the entire game. There's the reagent sensing guiding us toward the silver.
All right.
Oh, Selenia's there, but we can't. Charon must take his toll.
Yeah. I
not offering any
I would have
loans just
taken
yet.
that in a heartbeat.
No sign of Hermes yet, my lord. Forgive my impatience. I know infiltrating our enemy's ranks and discovering the details of his plans to conquer Olympus is sensitive work. Of course. He'll be back any evening now, I'm sure.
The boatman Charon, one-time steward of the dead, now sculls the rivers of the underworld in aid of those who yet resist the Titan Lord.
All right.
What would we do without him?
You could use the life, but it's hard to pass up another conversation with grandmother.
Yep.
Whatever she
I'm
may
gonna
have
take
to
it
offer.
because
hey,
we got lucky. Oh, we got bailed out hard.
Yeah, This is.
We've been locked in conflict with Kronos for so long that we've begun to doubt that anything can meaningfully change. I wonder, Flower, can you truly rid us of this blight?
Okay, so I might.
These are all.
Yeah, these are all good. I think I want one of the top two because I think I need more defense at this point. I kind of like the winter coat. It'll also let us show off magic priming, and I have a fair amount of magic, so it's not going to harm me. So basically, some abilities in the game, some boons and other things prime your magic, which means that it just takes up some of the magic bar and makes it unusable. But usually these effects are pretty powerful, and some aspects of them, like the magic priming costs, can scale. So I'm going to take this because it's a hit shield. I can absorb a full instance of damage, which will help. And where we are right now is is actually the chamber we unlocked through the incantation.
Yeah, this is the Woodsy Life Spring. Yeah, and we have a restorative fountain there. That is a great help. And some moly for good measure. Yeah, and you can see down in the lower left corner on the magic bar, the blue bar now has 20 primed due to Winter Coat. So you lose 20 max magic, but in exchange you gain an ability to resist an instance of damage every fight. So whether you take 1 damage or 100 or whatever, it's going to block that hit for you.
And I'm actually going to take the Palm of Power here for a specific reason. It can just show off a little bit some of the differences between Hephaestus and some of the other Olympians.
Oh, boom.
Yeah. So
okay.
Things are good, but not for the next 10 seconds.
Yeah.
While I wait for some of that stuff to cool down, so I'm going to just try and lock my foes down and
totally different. Like this build is so different than the one where where you had Apollo's sprint running around like mad.
Yeah.
This is much more
a little bit more tactical. Lock down foes so that you can use these high damage abilities. So the cool thing about the Palm of Power when it comes to Hephaestus is it actually lowers the blast recharge time. So this ends up, as you can imagine, over the course of a longer night, being quite powerful as a way to make these have like really high, essentially uptime. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the flourish because it's doing 400 damage a pop. Bones.
Yeah, more bones. Bones for the broker. We're getting pretty close here. Yeah, we're saying this is going to be it. Win or lose, right?
Yeah.
We'll return to the crossroads and wind down. But yeah, for those tuning in, thanks so much for joining us for this first ever live look at Hades 2. We've never shown this game in action before, so hopefully you like what you see. You'll be able to play it for yourself, if not during the technical test that is beginning imminently, then during early access of Hades 2, which shall come after that. We'll have, of course, plenty more information about that as we get closer. And we're getting closer to something else here, toward our final destination in this technical test. Let's see what we can. We could get some armor now, or we can.
Oh man! But then if I do that, I can't afford this. So
yeah,
what do you think?
We could talk to Hephaestus again. Let's do it. Yeah, he'll have more to say.
Normally my work fetches an hefty price, but you're entitled to the family discount. Though Charon there does take a service fee, you understand.
Yeah, fair is fair. Let's see. You could prime even more magic.
Yeah.
So you could see how that,
that can spiral out of control.
It can, but
Yeah.
it's probably viable, right? In some situations where you have almost no magic, but you're using all of your magic to
Yeah.
lock it away to gain these other abilities.
Yeah, I think in this case I'll probably take
Furnace Blast.
Furnace Blast. Yeah. So this
How
is
about 300 damage to go with your 400 damage?
Yeah, so the only thing about Furnace Blast is you've got to let the foe be for a little bit. Basically, after 5 seconds, they take even more damage. So if you're running for your life, I recommend a Furnace Blast.
All right, here we go. Our final confrontation for this particular stream.
Prompt as ever. You surpassed me before, yet I wonder, was it your mastery over our craft? Or did the fates themselves perhaps provide a little nudge?
Come, headmistress. If I could be provoked that easily, I'd stand no chance at all. Not even if the fates desired otherwise.
Good fortune seldom comes to those in no position to receive it. Show me your victory was no mere accident.
All right, good luck.
All right, here we go.
So
we're gonna rush in.
Yeah, you've got that shield. You could take one hit.
And I didn't take any
Yeah,
there.
you didn't take. Yeah, you somehow got out of it.
Yeah, I have to pick up this force in the middle. So if I want that vent to go off, I gotta let her go for a little bit.
There we go. There's the vent.
Yep. Oh, this time instead of giant, meteors were getting smaller.
Peppering you, yeah.
Yeah, with smaller startups.
We only encountered Selene the one time during this particular stream, but yeah, Selene is always watching high above. Okay. You're preparing for. Is there one more witch somewhere? No, she's ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just getting that queued up.
Yeah, you've already got her halfway. This is super damaging. Yeah. Hephaestus is a strong lad. Oh yeah, it's exciting to have Olympians in this game who were not in the previous game. Oh no. Okay, well, you better move.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Attack.
Oh yeah.
On the attack.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You know, I made some progress during my time as a sheep that I was not able to make the first time around.
Your life is not the greatest, so be careful.
No, it's not as high as it's been. I agree.
Oh boy.
It'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine.
Oh, do we have any? Oh, Death Defiance.
Okay.
That's one way to.
Good things.
Yeah.
Good things have occurred.
Hecate's impressed. Let the vent go off. Yeah. Boom. Oh my god.
No. Just split. Which one is real?
You?
It is you.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Got you.
Got her. Well done.
Well fought. But I cannot mend your wounds, and neither shall your enemies.
Okay.
Return to Shadow now.
I passed the test.
Oh yeah, we didn't show this last. Yeah, Cinder, another resource that'll come into play for various things that are not included in the technical test.
There's one thing, which is one of the Arcana cards does require Cinder, but beyond that, you'll have to wait for the early access. All right, what happens now?
Having passed the test of her ability, the witch Malinoe prepares for the true test of both her training and resolve. But since this also is a test, no more from that is to be shared for now.
Return to Shadow now.
As far as we can go in the technical test, I think there may be one more
once more.
Surprise.
Again, our journeys intertwine. Why did you call upon me, Princess? Did you not receive the artifact I brought you from the Fates?
Lord Moros, I did receive the fated list, and summoned you once more as it ordained. All children of Nyx are welcome where I reside. Might we speak further there? I have many questions.
I don't know whether I can answer them, as my own search for truth has not been going well of late. But I'll not decline your cordial invitation. Please lead the way.
Then follow me.
I shall.
Okay. Test complete.
Yeah, why don't we load back into the crossroads and talk a little bit and then call it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Where did he go?
So even in the technical test, you can keep going and there's more to be discovered here. But there's much, much more to be discovered in early access. So if you're just tuning in or if you're just here to see us wrap up, we're about to wrap up. You've been watching me, Amir Rao. I'm the studio director of Supergiant Games. I'm here with...
I'm Greg Kasavin. I'm creative director at Supergiant Games. Yeah, we've been working together for... Our studio's been around for 15 years now, just about, later this year. And this is our fifth game together. And we've been working on it for more than 3 years now. Finally, we just showed a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
But as Amir said, there's much, much more to discover once our early access begins. We're super excited to finally share that game with all of you out there. But first, we must complete this technical test, make sure that all graphics driver, DirectX type ugly PC game configuration type stuff all is in order, so that you can have a smooth experience when you start playing, and send us your feedback about the game, not about any technical mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. Greg mentioned we've been working on this game for 3 years. We really appreciate how excited everyone has been for our first ever sequel that we're making, and also for how gracious everyone has been to allow us to work on this and try and get it to the stage that we're at today, where we're ready to conduct our technical test and soon after go into early access. Hades would not have been the game it became without the help of everyone in early access, people who gave feedback, people who just played the game and found issues. All of that was super, super helpful and instructive. We've been kind of, working in secrecy for a while now, and it's so exciting for all of us on the team to finally be able to share this work with you, and to know that soon you'll all get a chance to play it in early access, anyone who's interested, or get a chance to play it in 1.0 when it's fully done, as many people did. Thank you so much for everyone who gets a chance to try the technical test. Thank you so much to everyone who gets a chance to play in early access. Thank you to all the Hades players who allowed us, our team, me and Greg and everyone else, all of us who worked on Bastion, who are still here, the expanded team and the additional contributors on Hades 2 to keep making stuff together. We are not able to do that without you, and we really, really appreciate your support. We're excited for early access to begin, and we'll see everyone soon.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.